Doing it live.
Doing it live.
Here we go.
There we go.
I got the wrong key.
Start it again.
Why can I never hear the music?
Music for you.
Music for us.
Because she's a bard. She can hear all the music.
That's right. Hello, everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined, as always, by my good friends. Chris, playing the Nord detective, Yuan T, inquisitive, rogue, divination, wizard, Mannix.
Hello.
Heather, playing the dark death dealer, half-drow assassin, rogue, Kaless.
Hello.
Michelle, playing the Deepwater Diva, Triton Bard of Whispers, Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond, playing the heedlessly brave Turtle Battle Master Fighter Rogue, George. I think he stepped away with the baby. And
There's
Reese,
a tiny
playing,
turtle that needs to be put down.
and Reese playing the metal-laced Mighty Morphin Hill Dwarf Druid of the Moon, Theron.
Hello.
We stream our Tomb of Annihilation sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. You can watch all of our D&D live series as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube page. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord discussion group with invite link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, I need to center my page here. Please check out patreon.com/Rogue Watson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Andrew, Richard, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Nick, Andy, and Chris. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy Yuma, Marcos Dade Vicente, Gilberto, Shane, K-Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard, Lounge, Sam, Rosh, Lumpy Spuds, and Jerome. Welcome to the gold level, Jerome. Long-time patron, long-time fan of the show. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. And for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation. This is a pretty big recap because you all covered a pretty good distance in the dungeon last week. Inside
It's okay. I got to hear everything that was coming, so
inside the two.
I was working from home.
Unfortunately, I'm doing Crafting Annihilation now, and she's upstairs, so it's getting real dicey now, I think.
Well, if we're just gonna have a players only chat real quick, no DM required.
Right.
Get a little too casual, I would say. In this.
We're just going to walk behind that GM screen just a little bit.
Inside the tomb, the party was greeted by the projected image of a corpse-like figure who identified himself as Mr. Withers, the architect of the Tomb of the Nine Gods. He hoped the party made it as far as possible so that their deaths would be that much sweeter. When the image faded, George, with his bandana of true sight, could see a shadowy demon lurking in the devil face at the end of a T intersection. The party avoided it, saw a giant spiraling staircase to their right, and turned left toward a crystal window. Through the window, they could see a tomb, which Orvex identified as one of the nine primal gods of Omu. The party lifted a nearby iron grate in the floor and descended into a watery tunnel, heading south and then west. Gillian used her Triton powers of air and water to blow away a buildup of toxic fumes, spotting a secret door at the top of some stairs, while Theron noted a chest at the end of the tunnel, suspended by chains over a deep pool. Kaless ran to the chest and expertly picked the lock, despite its warnings, and looting the contents inside. I do not have a backup image thing. I guess we're going to have to go with this one.
No.
Current webcam.
He'll be back. Just leave it.
The secret door led up to the tomb that had... sorry, where was I? Look at the contents inside. The secret door led up to the tomb they had spotted through the window. The tomb was surrounded by half a dozen corpses wearing feathery masks. The party recalled one of the lines of Asterix riddles from the obelisk, "Don the mask or be seen." Theron slipped on a mask and stepped inside. A giant bronze disc covered in eyes swept over him, but didn't see him. Theron collected the masks from the bodies and passed them out. The party opened the sarcophagus. Theron grabbed the magic ring within and became possessed by the spirit of Obolaka, a nervous, jittery Zorbo god whose personality began mingling with Theron's. The power of Obolaka allowed Theron to attune to an additional magic item, and he claimed the Ring of Protection. Now we're back. George spotted a secret door at the north end of the tomb and another in the succeeding hallway, revealing stairs descending into another floor of the dungeon, where a workshop filled with dwarves wearing green devil masks worked on traps. The party deliberated on attacking them, but ultimately pulled back upstairs to continue north. George felt a pull, but resisted the magnetic powers of a statue in the room ahead. Mannix pulled out a ladder from his vest of useful items, which the athletically challenged party greatly appreciated, safely reaching another room on the far side to the north. That room held a magic fountain. The party was insatiably curious, and Kales force-fed Orvik some water, who began to heal some of his wounds. Gillian slurped next, only to find she had lost her voice, while George took a drink and vomited acid as the water burned his mouth. The party was perplexed. Sounds like a children's book.
That's one word for it.
Finally, after Kales took another drink and met with the same acid water result, they left it well enough alone, returning to the magnet statue room and heading east,
They continued flagellating themselves for 30
Basically.
minutes.
hunkering down for a short rest and emerging in the grand staircase from the northwest side. From there, they could descend the stairs or head west back to the entrance, or east or northeast. A small skeleton with an oddly shaped triangular head spotted them from the balcony on the other side and ran towards the east archway, disappearing through the jaws of a giant stone skull at the end of the hallway. One of the skull's fiery eyes blinked out. The party studied the skull, and Manic summoned his giant frog to go through. It did, and the other eye blinked out. George then stepped through the tunnel next, and the jaws slammed shut, but missed the bulky turtle, who emerged on the other side to find another tomb, and tunnels filled with crawling insects, a crystal box with a child's skull floating within, and a child's voice echoing in his mind. Who's there? That, dear players, is where we find ourselves in. Also found a good image of what this staircase that some of you are still around looks like. Oops, where am I?
I don't remember.
Scoot to the left. Scroll up.
It's okay. I don't remember the child voice either.
It's literally the very last thing that happened.
People.
It was the last thing. All right, so this is an artist's rendition of what the staircase in the middle of the tomb looks like. So it's got passages all around it, and then it also goes down, and it continues to do that for several levels. With like a
Is your
balcony
drawing?
around it.
Did you do this last night real fast?
I don't know. I just kind of threw it together. I mean, you know.
No,
Yeah,
but that's what he was doing last week during the break whenever we almost went down those stairs to fight those little things. He's like, shit.
Super panicking.
I came down literally to get a drink, and he's just at his computer going, fuck. No, we're supposed to go down here. It was great.
Well, the whole you're not supposed to do this is going to be thrown out of the window real quick because, yeah, there's a very open floor plan here. All right, so George, you are currently inside of this tomb along with Mannix's frog, having stepped through the jaws and emerged unscathed. And you see, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and paint this picture again for you. Skulls crusted with dried mud glower from niches cut into the walls of this tomb. A stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. Behind the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal in an ornate crystal box, is a small humanoid skull floating. And you hear in your mind the voice of a child saying, "Who's there? Who's that?"
Do we hear this at all, or is there a sound block?
You don't hear this at all, and George,
Okay.
you hear it inside your mind. The rest of you saw George go through. The jaws snapped shut, but appeared to have not hit him. And then the jaws opened up, and then its fiery eyes lit back up.
Right.
Cody? Is that you?
Oh no.
I don't know who that is. Who are you?
Don't tell
I'm
him the
George.
truth.
Who are you?
What? How do you not know who I am?
I'm a savior of children, but I don't know everything.
I am a savior of children. You want to see my van outside?
It's got candy.
It's got candy
It's got "Savior of Children" written on it.
written on it. Like a backwards S. Just
The eyes and a
Savior
one.
is written on the sliding panel that opens.
Yes, I save children. But just refresh my memory. What's your name?
George, roll a. I guess you're not actually trying to deceive, are you?
Nope. He did save a child. So.
You are being truthful about that. You are a child, savior of children.
I guess.
This voice says, "How did my father send you? What's going on? I can't see."
Do you want me to let you out? As George approaches the sarcophagus.
Yeah. I please, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm trapped somewhere.
Do you know what this glowing orb is nearby?
So, George, what you see is a pedestal with a crystal box, and inside this box, it's kind of distorted because it's glass crystal, but you can see a floating skull, and it appears to be a not adult skull, humanoid.
All right.
So a child skull.
Not adult.
Grown skull.
An adults only skull.
That's right.
Frog, can you help me open this sarcophagus?
The frog speaks in
I don't
perfect
know what the
common.
frog's doing.
I don't. You're not the boss of me.
I don't know.
frog-
The frog might actually help because it's being asked nice.
Right?
I
Yeah.
know, I did ask him.
You did ask nicely. The frog looks at you and says, "Ribbit." And George, around
But
you
in
in
a
all
French
these
accent.
different tunnels, you can see legions of bugs crawling through them.
Ooh.
Does the frog look interested in eating these bugs?
Frog just appears annoyed. Well, actually, you know what? The frog is probably jubilant because it can't currently see Mannix anywhere, and it fulfilled its last task. So it's just loving life right now.
Yeah, there's a ton of bugs for it to eat.
That's right. It's
got
looking
a brief respite in the hell of its
it's-
existence.
It's looking happy for the first time in its entire life.
Well, if the frog isn't going to help, then George will just have to push it open himself.
George. Give me a athletics check, please. And while George is doing that, what are the rest of you doing while he's having this conversation and pushing this sarcophagus open?
George is. He got eaten
So
by
they-
a face.
Oh, yeah. Time to go. We do know that we got 2 entries at this point, right? Before the jaws clamp down again.
So what you recall is the little weird-looking skeleton ran through,
Mm-hmm.
and that caused an eye to blink out, and then you sent your frog through, and that caused the second eye to blink out, and then when George ran
Right.
through, the jaws slammed shut and tried to bite him.
Right. So we got 2
And-
more before the jaws slam shut again. Blink those lights out, and then, yeah. So who wants to go in?
Theron definitely does not want to at this point.
Theron's
Yeah.
not convinced the jaws won't shut.
Yeah, Theron, you hear in your brain saying, "Oh no, 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 no!"
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not as stupid as the rest of them.
I guess Mannix will go in. This seems dangerous, but
Brave.
Exactly what Minix is saying as he goes in.
yeah, this seems dangerous.
His
But
last words. This seems dangerous.
Yeah, I'll keep a close eye on those lit eyeballs as I go through it.
You have to kind of awkwardly duck down a bit and kind of enter through this tunnel area, and as you do, nothing seems to happen, and you emerge on the other side. The rest of you from the outside see as soon as he steps through, one of these lights, one of the eyes blinks out.
Well, I mean, he didn't die. Well, he might have died.
You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
He's gone. George, you are able to begin to open the lid, but
I want the lid to open just as Mannix is emerging through.
Okay.
Managed watching the lid just about open as I.
Yeah. Before Mannix can stop you or give you any kind
No,
of
no.
before he can give
Right.
you any kind of
Wait till
advice.
I leave.
You see
I'm
Mannix
not hiding behind anything.
step through and you start opening that lid. And as you do, it seems to give off a really nasty, like screeching sound. You're not sure why, but it gives off a crooning sound. And you hear this child wailing, going, "No, no, 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 no!" And this.
As the child's yelling, George yells, "You're free!"
The closed caption is "Child screams in pain." You're free.
I've seen horror movies. I know this is a good thing to do. I've released you from your bonds. But you see this, the floating skull's eye socket suddenly flare with light, and it bursts up out of the crystal case that it was in. And I'm going to need you all to roll for initiative, please.
Uh-oh.
Even those of us on the other side of the door?
Even those of you on the other side of the door, you can hear, you could probably hear the, well, it was kind of in their minds. Well, through the magic of turn-based
we're probably
combat.
being audible now.
Yeah, maybe Mannix gives off a yelping or something, but
Yeah,
anyway, you all
I
are magically in turn-based combat now, yeah. We determined the frog is on your turn, right?
Yes.
You know
That's the
that
frog's
frog
emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever I tell it to be.
Now that
That's
it's
The frog immediately looks upset again. It just sighs mournfully. Just Mannix is the next one through.
Hello,
Like-
frog. Oh, well, that's not good.
I'm going to assume that Orvex is just going to kind of hang out here. I'm not going to bother. He's essentially a non-combatant. He doesn't have anything on him and no magic or anything. So he looks just perpetually worried.
Unless we force him into one of these traps.
Unless
He
you
doesn't-
force him in. Yeah, I mean, if you want him to do something, he'll probably try to do it. But otherwise, I'm not going to bother rolling initiative for him. However, George, you actually got the jump on everything else in this room. So the sarcophagus is not quite open yet. You can't quite see what's going on in there, but just the sound it started making when you were opening it has apparently caused this animated skull to now attack you.
How obvious is it that the skull has become animated? Because I'm really focused on opening this thing.
It seems pretty obvious. Like I said, there was a shrieking sound that pierced your mind. It broke through the crystal box that it was inside, and it's got like glowing eyes, and it's kind of wreathed in flames right now, and it appears to be floating above the area. It's the kind of thing you would probably notice.
Child, what happened?
In response, you just hear a rage-filled scream in your mind.
I guess I'll have to kill this thing first. This must
That's what I
be.
tell my child.
Well, you won't stop screaming. You knew what would happen.
This,
I gave you a verbal warning.
this evil force must be the prisoner. Once I defeat it, child will be free. Can I reach him from here, I guess?
Yeah, it's still... and the ceilings are only like... I think they're 15 feet high, but it's not flying all the way up to the ceiling. It's just hovering above the box, so it's probably at like normal head height.
I can't remember the last time combat happened.
It didn't happen last session at all. That's true.
Nope.
Speaking of battle music.
Yeah.
I guess. Thank you.
27 is going to hit. Dear Lord.
For 7. Oh, you're just gonna add it up at the end. Actually, you know what? Would it DM allow me to knock
Oh.
down a floating object?
You know what? I forgot to mention when it pops out, you see that its actual form, and maybe something to do with this box it was in, seems to be shifting to where it looks like it's taking up like more than one space in front of you. So you have disadvantage when you attack it.
How
And that's related to the box somehow? That it came
Uh,
out of?
it definitely seems to be some kind of magical effect that's on it now.
kind of like
Hmm.
did anything happen? No.
Last thing I see is fighting style 2-weapon fighting.
I think it's clicking.
We're about to see like
I still got a 27 anyway.
we're about to see like 6 different attacks from you, aren't we? If you're just clicking a bunch.
When this catches up?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on my end.
Roll20 was tweeting out about 2 hours ago that they were having some latency issues.
Oh,
But they thought
really?
they had them fixed, yeah.
That would make things rather difficult.
Mm-hmm. I see that you hit with the 27, then I see the 2-weapon fighting, and then that's the last night.
Is George there? Did he freeze? He might have been. He might have not George is there.
Oh, Raymond!
He's in such a good pose too. I didn't notice for a while.
He is just staring off into the distance heroically.
Yeah,
Okay.
there he goes.
There he
You
is.
can always tell by the
It's the
fan.
ghost.
That's right. Just look at the fan. There we are.
Yeah, look at all. He's got 4 attacks. All of them 20 plus. Which,
All of them 25
showing
plus.
off, you asshole.
Anyway, the second 27 would be my disadvantage. So,
Indeed, sir.
I was asking if I could possibly knock him down.
You could
I'll
use.
show you the thing.
You cannot trip a floating skull. I wouldn't allow that.
So it's an attempt to knock it down. Knock it down. I didn't say trip him. It's just the name
The
of it.
name of it is trip attack. Let's see. When you hit a creature with a you can spend 1 spirit and attempt to knock the target down. You can add the superior die to the attack star, and the target's largest one must make a strength saving throw on a failed save. Okay, describe how you're going to use trip attack to knock down a flame skull. A floating skull.
I'm just gonna hit it with enough force from the top to knock it to the ground.
Okay, just blunt force trauma.
Yes.
Flaming skull, you say?
That's how I trip people.
Just pop him on the head.
That's right.
So it's a. I think my dice is a D8. I can't remember. It's been so long. My superiority die.
That sounds
Yes.
right, but I don't
Yes, it's a D8.
Mhm.
Okay.
keep up with your people's character sheets.
Got
Got my own
6
sheets.
extra, but you must make a save of 15.
Wait, 6 is what?
That's the extra damage. But
Okay.
your save is a 15. Strength saving throw is a 15. I'll be right back.
Well, we know that floating skulls have great strength. Yikes. Yep. It's not very strong. All right, do we assume that was the end of his turn then, since he walked away?
He was doing another attack. The 2-weapon fighting thing. Because the first
Oh,
2 were his
wait.
first attack.
There he goes.
Okay.
Looks like someone failed.
Somebody did fail. Yeah, not very strong.
So he's knocked down.
Okay. Kind of crashes to the ground, indeed.
And I continue to wail on him. But my advantage for being prone is canceled by the disadvantage of his illusion. So it's just a normal attack, I would guess.
Yeah, I would say so.
28.
Wowzers.
Wait, do I get sneak attack since he's on the ground?
I think only if you have advantage.
Okay. Well, ignore the 2 then.
Okay.
All right, and then
That's the sound that the skull is making through your mind on the ground.
yes.
Pulling the skull.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh.
All those plus 25s.
I know, right?
It's-
I wasted them all.
Feast or famine there.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, that does appear to do a quite a number of damage. And then the wailing seems to attract it seems to motivate all the creatures from inside the tunnels as they become surging out in legion. And it doesn't take any kind of check to see that these appear to be spiders, and they appear to be all like rotting and like missing legs and eyes, and just they're all kinds of messed up looking. They begin swarming out of these tunnels.
Oh boy. Death spiders.
Man,
Oh,
I'm glad we're on this side of the line.
Yeah, they're going before anybody too. It's fun.
For once in my life, I rolled pretty good on initiative, although George did a number on that skull right there. Oh, Mr. Mannix, I apologize in advance.
Oh no!
All right, well, your frog is there, so immediately these swarms are going to be going for the frog for sure. They appear to be ignoring the little skeleton that's like hiding in the warrens. Let's see, it's more than half.
Where is that thing? The little skeleton kid?
It is, yeah, it's up in one of these like tunnels trying to like hide, basically.
Okay.
So this is an attack against the frog. What does AC does?
I don't know.
That does hit the frog. He's at 11.
Oh.
For 10 damage. Froggo is still alive, and the other one.
Yikes.
That one kills the giant frog statue as these
Stupid
swarms
frog.
just swarm over it. It just literally just looks at you one last time, shakes its head as it's consumed by these legions of
You
spiders.
are worthless.
Mhm.
Come back to your statue.
Continue to scuttle out, swarming over to George. 20, and then 2 of them at Mannix. All right, George, we got 4 of these guys. What's your AC?
18.
18. We got number 1. No. Number 2. No. Number 3. Yes. That one swarms, bites, chitters for 9 piercing damage over your body. Number 4. No. Excellent tanking. Mr. Mannix, what is your AC?
Right now it's a 13.
A gentleman's 13.
Unless you start hitting me, then it's going to become an 18 real quick.
All right. So yours is going to be a miss and a 21.
I'll take that one.
Those spiders swarm over you for 7 piercing damage.
All right. I'd be happier with the shield.
Indeed. The skull is in kind of a bad shape here. Does it can just, I guess, use its movement to float back up. It doesn't even have it just flies. So it's just going to fly back, hovering, but it's going to have to stay in melee range of you, I suppose. And it is going to hurl seeing the spiders everywhere, it is going to hurl some magic missiles at folks, at you two. If I do it at level 2, that is 4
Maybe I should use my shield.
missiles, 3 glowing darts, yeah. So it's going to shoot 2 at George and 2 at Mannix. These 2 are at George. Oh, wait, does it do it all at once? Let's see. How does that work? Oh, shoot, maybe it does do it all at once.
Yeah, I just have to, if you're doing multiples, you just have to roll it separately. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
so
1d4 plus 1.
Let's just
times
divide
however
this
many.
between the 2 of you evenly then. So it was 15 damage. We'll do 8 to George and 7 to Mannix. For all those magic
All
missiles
right.
flaring out. There's no AC or save for that one.
Right.
All right, Theron. Not sure what's going on in there, but it sounds wild.
Save us!
Sounds pretty wild in there. What do you think, Omalaku?
That seems real bad.
Think we should stay out here?
That's probably the best way to go, yeah.
I think you're right.
Oh, God damn it.
What I am going to do, though, come up here and be ready to club anyone coming out through
All right. Overwatch mode.
Even if it's me running for my life?
Especially.
Especially.
He's trying to get away. Break his legs.
Wait, that's Manic. Crack.
Yeah.
I know.
You're not gonna go in there and help?
I'm too scared to have Obalaku inside of me.
This stupid panda is fucking everything up.
Koala.
Koala.
Koala,
Oh my
sorry.
gosh, that was offensive.
Well, Mannix doesn't know the difference between a koala and a panda.
Famous last words. Gillian. She's staring just nervously, like
staring
eyes
at
darting
me.
back, looking at the stone skull. Bonker ready.
Looking at Gillian, look at the stone skull. Look at Gillian, look at the stone skull. Pointing his head toward the stone skull.
Go ahead.
I'll go in there.
Yeah. Idiots.
See, well, I'm a good person. How many hit points do I have? I mean,
How good of a person am I, though?
it's not great, but
That scales down the number of hit points. you
Sure
have.
does.
I'll go in there and see how I might be able to help.
Alright, Gillian goes in there.
Gillian, you run through the stone skull face. Can you see in this position the room beyond, or no?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to put you one more.
Sorry, Gillian. Can you see?
You have to kind of shove Mannix out of the way, but this is what you see here.
Oh no, no.
Welcome to the party, pal.
And now, Theron and Kaless outside, you see that the second eyeball wink out, so there's no eyes lit.
Oh
Gillian,
my goodness.
you see hordes of what look like undead
Yeah.
spider swarms crawling over I guess it's a frog statue now. Surrounding George is a floating skull and a sarcophagus in the middle.
Man, Obalaku was right.
This is,
He
is
usually
not.
It's been right so far.
Should we print that on a t-shirt?
Laka
I
was
hate
right.
my stupid.
Walker was right. And just that koala symbol in the back.
That's great.
I mean, and of course, like you guys are all spread out, so I can't do any area.
Yeah.
Just kill George.
Gillian steps
fine.
through and immediately just chastises all of you.
Dare you? You are in inefficient positions for my spell casting.
I'm gonna have a word after your deaths.
You guys should run away.
That's Gillian's
Also, what
advice.
am
She
I
should go back to
saying?
My careful analysis says.
No, I'm not. I'm not helpful. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna like attack I'll just attack the guy next to me, I guess. I feel like I don't think any of my spells are gonna be helpful right now.
just hordes of spiders.
Yeah, this is just not great. Because all of
You should-
these would also hurt
You
you.
should spell that targets spiders and not anybody else.
I
You know,
Duh.
You know that
spell
one.
of spider sling. Also,
okay.
unfortunately, these being undead, I think a lot of your like sleep charm stuff probably wouldn't even
Right.
work on
I
them.
don't think those are gonna work. I guess I have call lightning I could use on a couple of them. But I don't remember what the area is for all that stuff because I have my stupid paper character sheet. Can't click on the spells.
I can give Theron control if you guys
I have
can.
control. She's just stupid.
Oh
not
yeah,
to.
do that. I forgot. I didn't know you had this pulled up here. Hold on.
You watched me pull it up.
You made me go get you water, and that took me away for a minute. Oh, I've already used Call Lightning. That's like a one-time thing. No, I should not have come in here. I'm not helpful.
Can you drown the bugs? You've done that before.
Well, I mean, I
Successfully.
can't use Tidal Wave. I've used that already because these are like my bagpipe ones that I can only use once until I long rest. Apparently, I have them marked as being used.
Yeah.
I know I've already used my like water spell thing, control water. So we need a long rest. Okay.
Everyone, we're getting a long rest now.
Can you just long
That's
rest
right.
for a quick second?
Ooh.
What?
I won't phone him into it.
Well, see, I don't really understand polymorph very well because it's like you can only do it like a certain level. Can I polymorph T-Rex? Because isn't
Yes.
it's only like a certain level that you can do or something?
T-Rex is the high.
But can I do that or are we high enough level? I don't know how polymorph works.
No, I'm saying T-Rex is the highest thing you can do right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll
Any-
polymorph into a T-Rex. I do have polymorph.
Oh.
Okay. It's going to be pretty tight to maneuver around here. I'll say that.
I want to see it though.
I'm not going to
that's
disallow
okay.
it, but it's going to be extremely hard for you to move around to the point where you might have disadvantage because you'll be literally your head like crouched down and there'll be spiders everywhere. But you can
I want to see
100%
undead
do it.
spiders swarming over a T-Rex though.
T-Rexes can squat. Have you seen their legs?
So thick.
Should I polymorph into something else that's smaller, like an anteater? Those would
Like a virus. Oh, wait.
Great. Yeah.
What's the spider's natural enemy?
Spiders.
The undead bird.
I don't feel like polymorphing into a T-Rex is going to be that helpful. I'm just going to regular attack some people.
But that is my vote for everything.
Well, there's other things in life. This is 25th.
Going on a date?
You could also polymorph like the flaming skull or the spiders into something.
Yeah. You could like polymorph into a caterpillar.
Mm-hmm.
A swarm of undead caterpillars.
Oh no, that's somehow worse than.
It feels so weird.
But see, then that doesn't seem super useful because then, like, once you kill it, it's just gonna go back to its like original form.
Yeah,
at
that's
full
more
health,
like
right? So that's
removing a dangerous enemy, sort of from a fight sort of situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, you know what I'll do
basically
though? I will.
Cast fog cloud and leave.
No. Just make everything
Suckers.
really confusing. Okay, this is taking way too long. I came in here with no second thought about what was going to happen next. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on like all of these guys over here because it's a 20-foot cube.
I like that.
And that will include George, but it'll include all of these enemies as well. So that is, let's see, so they have to make a dex saving throw. And I think if they fail, we have advantage against them when we attack. Any creature is also outlined in light if it fails a dex saving throw. For the duration, obviously.
So everybody on this right side, basically?
Yeah. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Dex save. What's your DC for the spell?
15.
All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first
That's
one
solid.
saves. The other 3 all fail. So they are lit up with the fairy fire. We'll do this symbol. They start all glowing. And the skull actually has advantage on magic saves. And resists the fairy fire glow. So everybody's got advantage on these glowing spiders. Swarms of spiders. It's lots. All the individual spiders are all glowing. It's a pretty crazy looking effect.
That'd be something else.
All right, is that it?
I'll use my bonus action to give a bardic inspiration to George, who is in the midst of that spider horde. So that's an extra 1d8 now for attack rolls, ability check, saving throws. That's it.
Thank you.
All right, George got
Thanks,
inspiration.
Gillian.
Bless.
Well, she watched Gillian go in, and she knows those jaws are gonna shut, so she makes a running leap.
All
Let's
right.
go Orbiton instead.
Running through the jaws.
It's not Class's way. She dives into danger.
Dives in danger. Let's see. All right, the jaw. You jump through, and the jaws slam shut. And wow, Stone Skull, you're killing me. Completely whiffs as you are able to nimbly leap through that skull. Unfortunately, there are people all up in here, so I need to put you in front of somebody. You need to
She's diving. Does she just tumble headlong into somebody?
I mean,
It's a very acrobatic dive, so it's like a dump tumble.
Yep.
He rolls into a thing and then instantly pops to.
Theron, from outside, you see the lights turn back on again.
Ooh,
Hi,
pretty.
boys.
Oh, there are all kinds of bad things in here.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I mean, I haven't been able to see it at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Swarms of bugs.
Oh, look how tiny the little skull is.
Mm-hmm. It's a child's
Okay.
skull.
Oh, it is a child's skull.
Literally. A not
Okay.
adult skull.
A non-adult skull.
Well, I guess I should help get rid of the bug.
Yeah, there's plenty of things to stab.
All right. We'll stab at the bugs. I don't care. I'll let them have an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna get some advantage on these bugs. Oh, I don't have to do that because Mannix is right there. That's fine. They're within 5 feet of one of my people. So
Are indeed.
that gives me my sneak attack. So.
Nice.
All right. All right. Let's just hope I don't whiff. This will be good. Oh, I might have to remember what this damn sword can do. Hang on.
Jesus, these attack rolls. 28.
Mm-hmm.
Where did this weapon come from?
The Red Wizard battle.
Personal class.
Ah,
I guess we have not had a combat session since
I don't think so.
that fight.
Oh, it's crappy damage.
Yeah.
26.
6. Okay, because they are a swarm, they seem to take only half damage.
Really?
Indeed.
That's some bullshit.
From weapon attacks, yeah. I mean, you're stabbing, individual bugs, and there's still some bugs left, but if you do kill some, it does weaken the swarm.
Well, I better have killed some with 26 freaking points of damage.
Yeah.
Now, to do that extra stuff that my sword can do I announce that before I roll damage or after? Or can I do it after?
I would let you do it after, yeah. If it's kind of like a divine smite, you can always add damage onto it.
Okay, I just want to make sure I know for...
Yeah.
You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. 2d6.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, where's that roll? So this is for me. Or, no, should I make it for the bugs? No, this will be for me. It's fine.
Up to you, as long as you declare before which one is for who, which
Yeah.
one.
That was for me.
Okay.
And this is for them. Aw, damn it.
Oh man. That does bypass the resistance, but only does 2 damage.
They're resistant to piercing damage?
Yeah.
It's the logic of if you try to stab a swarm of something, you only get like one of them.
Right,
Yeah.
but as I said, you did kill half the swarm, so they do appear like their
Oh.
damage is significantly reduced now. One would say by half.
Alright. That's it.
Mr. Mannix.
Because they're swarms, do I think that I might be able to move through them?
Yes.
Like hop over this swarm of spiders here?
I would allow it.
Okay. I just have to go over here. Skip and jump my way over some spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And I will...
Maybe with an athletics check, but I'll say that it's not a very... It wouldn't be very difficult, but there is a chance where you could, like, fuck it up to where they would still... Like, you would get too close to where they would be able to get the attack. Okay.
Okay. That's okay. That's good. Mannix will pull out his rapier and alight it with shadow. Create Shadow Blade, and then he will do his Shadow Fire Blade, whatever I called it. There we go. Shadow Flame. Oh god, does a 12 hit a swarm of spiders?
12 does hit a swarm of spiders.
Oh, thank god.
I mean, you could, just wave it in front and probably end up hitting at least a couple swarms.
All right, so in terms of the resistance...
It's psychic damage?
Why did I not roll the regular damage? The psychic damage... Oh, because I'm attacking with my Shadow Flame. That's right. This isn't my rapier, actually. So, the 6 sneak attack damage is physical damage. But then, because it's a Shadow Blade, its primary damage is psychic damage, and then it also does fire damage. So, in terms
Wouldn't
of
the sneak attack
resistance... Well, I guess, logically, I suppose the sneak
Maybe
attack
an
would just be
extension
whatever
of
the
whatever
base
the
attack
weapon
is.
is. Yeah, that's always look at it. So it would just do more psychic damage, right?
More psychic, yeah. So 16 psychic and 1 fire.
Okay, you murder the crap out of that swarm because you have magic psychic damage.
All right, and then I will... Oh, that's really good. Just 10, but I will have 10 fire leap to the nearby swarm.
I thought that was a different spell.
It is. Shadow Blade... I've explained this to you every time I've used it.
I guess so. It's very confusing.
Shadow Blade summons a weapon, and it's a bonus action.
Okay.
There's a cantrip I have called Green Flame Blade that you use a weapon to make an attack.
So you did Shadow Blade as a bonus action.
Yes.
You attack with it as an action.
No, I cast the Green Flame Blade spell. It's a cantrip as my action. And the Green Flame Blade spell is a weapon attack. I'll roll left.
So what was the...
Well, because that's part of Green Flame Blade is the bounce.
Honey, he's done this like 8 times.
Okay. Yeah, I just looked all this up because it's still confusing me. Okay.
Yeah.
As part of the action, use a cast a spell. You must make a melee weapon attack against one creature within the spell's range. And then on a hit, they suffer the normal attack of the normal effect of the attack, and then also green fire, and then there's the flame leap.
My question was, Shadow Blade, does itself count as an attack, or you're just summoning it with a bonus action?
You're just summoning. That's why
Okay.
Shadow Blade is not an attack. It creates a weapon.
So what was the attack roll for Shadow Flame Blade then?
That's the cantrip. That's the Green Flame Blade cantrip.
Okay, that's the confusing because it says Shadow Flame Blade. That's what I'm looking at with the 912.
Well, I just called it that because it's a combination of using 2 spells simultaneously.
See, he is confusing. You can see my
But I've
problem.
done this like many times now.
No, you just recently got the Shadow Flame Blade. Like, we haven't had that much combat.
Well, yeah, okay. That's how it works.
All right, so
Don't
it
acquiesce
does.
to him, prisoner.
So it does 17 damage to
I'm, just
one.
I'm letting him move on.
Yeah,
It's
let me
easier.
move on. All right, so 20 fire damage.
No, only the 10. There's no sneak attack on the leap. So it's just 10 to
okay.
number 7.
See, motherfucker, and he's got all those extra numbers in there.
I can't turn the sneak
Make this
attack
as
off. between the two.
challenging as possible for me. I do appreciate it. All right, that does do a number of burning damage to the other swarm. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, Mr. George.
Stay here.
All right,
Surrounded by spiders, some of them glowing.
that's fine. Is a skull? No, the skull succeeded. You said.
The skull what?
The skull succeeded in the save.
Succeeded in the save.
The fairy fire.
Oh, the fairy fire. Yes, it did. Yeah, sorry.
So I had disadvantage if I want to attack the skull.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna go for him. Just
for it.
to try to get rid of him. Boom.
Disadvantage, you say?
And I'm also gonna try to knock him down again.
All right.
Same maneuver. If I
Seems to be a winning combination.
Yes. So I'll roll my damage while you roll a strength saving throw. But my damage would be 14 regardless.
Okay. Does a number of damage. Let's see. Its awesome strength modifier is not so good. It gets knocked down.
Nice. Awesome. All right. And then George starts wailing on him again.
25 will hit. Oh my lord. For 8. George, it's on the ground. It seems to give off one pitiful shriek right before you bring your sword down and crack it in half. It gives off a pitiful, "Grandmother, is that you?" And then it just bring your sword down and smash that skull apart. Whatever light was inside just dissipates.
And as George does that, he says, "And with this strike, I free thee.
Not
I
here.
am the savior of children."
That's right. Gotta maintain that. You all heard it. I saved
Savior.
that child.
He still has one more attack. Because that was just his second hand. So he's gonna go for number 6.
Does using your stuff cost a bonus action?
The 2-weapon fighting is a bonus action.
Right. And does using your maneuvers do a bonus action?
No, it's it just I use a superiority die.
Okay.
So you want me to post it again? So like this one, the trip attack. Just
Yeah.
says you can expend one superiority die. Doesn't say anything about a bonus action though.
Okay.
So yeah, number 6 with my sword.
23 will certainly hit a swarm.
Damn, that's it.
7, and you do know that they appear to be somewhat resistant to your weapon attacks.
That's cool. End of my turn.
All right, the swarms will swarm. We're gonna have, as they do, we're gonna have 2 on Gillian. 18
Glad you came in here.
for 10 piercing damage, Gillian, as these hordes of undead spiders crawl all over your body. Doing 19 total damage. And it is all kinds of gross. These swarms, let's see, Mannix was the last one, so they will swarm over to Mannix, number 7. 17 Mannix.
Yeah, okay.
For 11 piercing
wow.
damage.
Yep.
Then George, you get 4 swarms. 4 swarms and 70 years ago. Attack number 1, 17 does not hit a George. Number 2, 18.
It's a tie, so yeah, it hits.
Swarm finally gets into your shell for 10 piercing damage. The biting, so terrible. 18 for 7 total damage, and that one's gonna be a miss.
Out of 40.
17 total. The skull is gone. Theron, you hear the cries and shrieks of your teammates, and Obolaka says, "Good job staying out here."
Thanks, Obolaka.
It sounds super bad in there.
Telling you, Obolaka was right. Is
the T-shirt we're gonna sell?
Yep.
I'm going to. Very afraid for my life. Step in through the skull.
Okay.
And step into the room.
Very, very
Against
fearfully.
all reason. Against all sense. You go, oh, Balaka, you were right once again.
You're so wise.
But Obolaka does say, "Oh, that is one of our primal spirits, one of our fellow gods of Omu. Enlist their aid, they will help you all defeat a Serac."
So wait, we can get these spiders on our side?
Not the spiders, the god. And he kind of
Wow.
magically points your eyeballs towards the sarcophagus.
Hey,
You feel magical hands on your eyes. I like this.
those are Theron's eyes. You can have Lefty. I will cast a Shillelagh and hit the spider 7.
All right, that one appears wounded.
Woo.
Boy, you know what? You rolled a 2 and a 1. It is not hard to hit a swarm of undead spiders, but you managed to not do it. you bonked down, and it was just the one space where there's not a single one of the crawling spiders.
Actually, more impressive than hitting him.
It kind of is, yeah. Obolaka's like, "Good job, now they want to attack us."
I wink.
Way to hold back. Gillian.
Me.
Whew. All right. How am I doing over here? Not as awesome as I would like.
You're setting our expectations real low.
But appropriate.
I have fewer than half. I have almost like a third of the points.
Uh-oh. Gillian's not a good person anymore, guys.
Goodness meter dropping.
I will. Let's see. Anyone need healing? Everyone looks okay. I can't really see George's
fine.
bar.
Don't worry about medics.
How's George?
I mean, I have half my hit points.
Don't
I wouldn't
worry
turn
about
it
It's
down.
hard to see the bars. Where's man?
It's true,
Like
I
I
should
can't
pop
see
over
his.
that.
It's
Exactly, so don't
hidden.
worry about him.
Chill on the
How are you
front
doing,
page.
man? Anyone need healing?
Don't listen.
I would not turn it down. I've got half my
Well,
hit
He's gonna lose it in the next hit he takes.
points.
alive.
That's his life.
Okay, so this is a bonus action, right? So I will heal Mr. Mannix. What level do you
That's
think he
a waste.
deserves? I mean, at least level 2, otherwise it's gonna be like 4.
I'm kidding.
What do I deserve? Oh, great, Gillian.
Gosh, I really need a long rest at some point. All right, 6. You get 6.
I'll take it.
Ooh, it's like a fourth of his life.
Exactly.
And then I will disengage and run away. Back out.
Back to the
You
skull.
don't have
All right.
Obolaka inside you.
Well, I have 42 hit points, which is not enough.
You run back to the skull. Orvex looks terrified and then realizes it's you. As you run through, you see the second eye over the skull wink shut forebodingly.
All right, Orvix, into the hole.
Your turn.
I couldn't possibly say that. Also, I'm British now.
It happens.
I forget.
Believe me.
Glass. There's a lot you don't know
Alright.
about me.
Oh, I clicked the button. There it goes. Oh, shit.
What is this business? Second attack
That's
with a new
cool.
weapon, and it's a
That's
crit.
what a crit looks like. 30.
Mm-hmm. This is
So
on.
when you roll a 10, you've actually got a 20. That's disheartening.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah, because number 1 looks like it's not injured at all, right? None of.
Right. Number 1 looks fine. Number 7 was the one who was injured.
Yeah. No, I'm going for number 1.
You've mentally called out, somehow categorized each swarm as its own individual gestalt stack, and numbered them all.
Yeah.
Number 1!
Step forward.
43 points of damage.
All right. That destroys the swarm.
I diced. I made julienne flies.
It's all gonzo as you somehow, in a flurry, rush forward, and they're all just lined up perfectly. That's a sword thrust.
It's like when you're driving down the highway and then everyone moves out of your path and you just gun it. Yeah, that's what happened. That's it.
You do gain 2d6 temporary hit points because you killed a
Oh,
creature.
that's right. I forgot about that.
That's exciting.
8. I get 8 temporary.
Yeah. Which I use that red bar on your tokens to designate it.
Okay.
Mr. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Mr. Mannix.
All right. Can I step to the left? Or is there something blocking my path here?
Um.
I don't see a wall, but I can't seem to move my token into the space.
Oh, there's just plants right there.
Oh.
So
Can I get in there or not?
No, not
Okay.
not to where it would help you because it would fuck up your attacks too much. But yeah, there's actually a lot of plant growth in this
Gotcha.
area. There's a lot of light coming from the ceiling.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will use my bonus action to engage the spider swarm. Hop away. You guys got this. I'll go help George with his swarm. And
Lit up
I
fairy fire
will...
ones.
Yeah. I will summon my shadow flame. I'm never going to change it. I'm going to make you remember
I
every
know.
time.
Every time I'm gonna be like, now wait a minute, how does this work?
What is this?
Explain this to me, please.
For... What is that? 15 damage.
Straight. This is actually useful against these creatures too.
And then ignore the sneak attack. I don't know how to turn sneak attack off. Oh, yes, I do. There's a checkbox at the bottom of my sheet. 12 fire leaps to number 5.
All right. Number 6 looks really messed up now. Number 5 took quite the licking.
All right, that's it for me.
It's George.
George asks Mannix, "Can you handle Team 6 spiders?" He doesn't wait for an answer though. He just turns.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Slash at that swarm.
Number 5. And finally, number 5.
Adding up all the. It's just a whirlwind of blades. 16 plus 15.
31.
31.
Wow.
Divided by 2.
Indeed.
Yeah.
15. That still does a pretty good number. You eviscerated most of that swarm.
And then
All
my
right.
turn.
Okay. Swarms are now going to swarm over. We'll do one on Theron and one on Kaless. The one on Theron has all of its hit points. That's not going to hit Theron. Owalaka screams as the swarms coming near you. And then against Kaless. Okay. My swarms are broken, guys.
Wow.
They
Yep.
dropped the weapon.
That's
I think
right.
so. All right, we're going to have 3 on George, but one of them is at half.
Nice.
Wait, is something broken? This is.
What is going on?
I don't.
Three ones in a row. Swarms are their morale is bottomed out somehow. What? Stop!
Okay, hold
Stop!
on.
Stop!
No.
Stop the
this is
stream!
Not
Stop it.
suspicious at all.
Yeah.
I like this.
No, Roll20 is fucking up somehow. This is not possible. This is not happening.
Us.
This is not happening.
Roll it
Yeah.
one more time. Well, this will be the test. If it happens again,
I got one more, and this one's against Mannix.
Crit.
That would be.
What?
Well, okay, something may actually be messed up.
What in the hell?
What is happening? Okay, no, it was just you. We just had 4 ones in a row.
Wow.
All
right.
Somebody in the chat calculate the odds of that. Just in general,
I
4
don't-
ones in a row.
That's insane. That's really crazy. Well, you hit 4 20s on me one time in Storm King's Thunder. I remember that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
In a row?
Yeah, you downed me with
All
a
right.
Yeti.
Oh,
you
that's
had
right. I do remember
and
that.
you double 20'd me, and I think you did it twice.
Yeah.
It was
I do remember
nuts.
that.
Mannix 10 piercing damage as that swarm.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't that last one like an
Crit,
extra?
buddy.
no.
Oh, that was that me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought the top 3 were.
Top
There was
4 other people.
one. Yeah.
Oh
One
shit!
for me. One for
I told you not to heal him.
For 10, that's actually okay.
I don't hear any complaints because I got 4 ones in a row. All right, Mr. Theron.
And he instantly went to blaming someone else other than
That's
himself
right.
for
Surely it must be
4-1.
roll 20.
Yes, I would never have things that rolled just 4 in a row.
That's nuts.
All right, I will bonk number 7. Very
Actually, Chris is
handily.
right.
About what?
That 23 should have been against George. So 'cause
I
there
just
were-
thought the top 3 were George. I thought the 4th one was
No.
mine, but I don't.
the first one is Theron. The second one is mine. The next 2, one of them was half. For the number 3, 4 was the half one.
Yeah, she's right.
And then, yeah, the 23 was against George. He owes 1 more against you.
Crit.
Yeah, you're right. I got distracted by all my fucking ones.
Yeah, the ones
Yeah,
were.
sorry,
yeah.
George. The 10 is to you, George, and then yeah, that was number 5, and then number 6, which also
Sorry, George.
has half HP or less. So this one is for Mannix.
Okay, it's not a 1.
Not
but-
exciting as a 1, but still terrible.
But you get your 10 hit points
I
back. now.
do. Sorry, George. I just traded you hit points.
That's all right.
You're linked by some kind of ethereal chain, just
That's right.
trading hit points.
I can handle it better.
All right, Theron, please
That's
continue.
fair enough.
Number 7.
Indeed, 15 does hit.
Saved your life, Mannix.
Mm.
Counting.
Oops, bonking attack.
That's me.
Gillian,
Legend of spiders.
Okay.
if you want to shoot somebody out here, I would allow it for disadvantage because you're trying to shoot through this stone skull tunnel opening thing. But you could target.
Can I? Oh, I guess I can't target anyone really over here, can I? Because it's like this sarcophagus is in the way.
Right, yeah, you could target the ones that were right next to where Theron is, which there's 2 swarms right there.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay back here. So
Where it's safe.
where it's safe, and there's a army in there. So
It's incredible.
You guys have been doing advantage on the glowing ones, right? Because I'm doing that, and if I get hurt, that goes potentially. That's a
Oh yeah, I forgot to roll
Concentration.
concentration. Yeah, I
That's
forgot
that's
about
very,
that.
that's very true. That's,
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
George has
good justification for playing.
George has been nailing all these
Max
swarms.
approves.
yeah. Okay. So, you know what I do have? See, I have no idea if I don't think I've used this since we've long rested because we long rested when we weren't actually here. My circlet of blasting, I could use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fire that circle of blasting. Disadvantage,
Yes.
you say, at number 2. That's an 8.
It's not quite gonna do it.
That's a 14.
That will do it.
8 fire
Scorch some
damage.
spiders.
Yeah, that was a really weak group of group of spiders, and that actually scorches all of them, burns them up.
Oh,
Nice.
There is one more swarm you
Well-
can hit right next to Theron also. Well, you can see it. You're staring at his screen, aren't you?
Yes, I can see very well.
Yeah.
So,
Cheating.
okay, so that's for number 7. That's a 10.
10 will not quite do it though. You just
Okay,
you see
well, I
laser
did.
blasts firing
Um,
from outside of
Yeah,
the room
this doesn't-
inside.
This doesn't seem dangerous.
Oh no!
Firing lasers at all.
I'm like, they're trying to kill us.
Okay, that's it for me.
Glass.
All right, so. All right, I'm gonna come over here. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna push past Manic.
Hello.
5.
Hello.
All right, I'll go for number 5. Has it been damaged at all?
Yes, 5 stacks 5 and 6. Swarms 5 and 6 both look heavily damaged.
Ah.
There's only like a handful
the
of
other way.
undead spiders. It's very sad.
Ah, can I say I went the other way then?
I mean, yeah, you could have seen that from afar if you want to change your trajectory
Yeah,
of your
okay.
movement.
5, 10. Go up here for number.
All right.
I like hitting the ones that haven't been damaged yet.
That's the only one that's not aglow with fairy fire right now.
Whatever.
Will hit.
26 points.
6. That would be 13. You stab most of the spiders in that swarm.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Stab them all.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, namely because I can also see some weird, funky thing up here, so I'm gonna go up there too and look.
So
that
that's
up.
the key that ran in here first. That's got a really strange shaped head. It appears to be just trying to hide from you all, like crawling its way back into these warrens.
Mhm.
All right, Mr. Mannix.
All right, let's attack this dude again. Still advantage. 20. Or 17. What is 17 plus 7? 24.
Death's what that is.
That's death.
Shh, it's death. Spiders shrivel up and burn.
And then I tried to remove sneak attack that time, but it still kept for some reason. 9 fire damage to number 5.
All right, that one also is a
leak.
flame.
Oh wow, okay.
They were both pretty heavily damaged.
Yeah. All right, I'll just start looking around at this point. But you guys got the rest of the spiders.
Only a few swarms remaining, Mr. George.
George is gonna attack number 4.
That will certainly hit a swarm. Where's the only one that's
14?
not been damaged? 14, yes. 16. 3, 33.
Mhm.
Which is
Somebody did do the
16.
calculations on the odds of rolling 4 ones, but I don't quite understand the math or how this works.
I
But
never understand math.
0.00025%.
Good lord.
I don't know how to do that anymore. I
That
realized I
You
don't.
multiply 20 by.
But is it
This
20 times
person-
20 times 20 times? Is it
Yes.
or is it like 20 to the 4th power, or is it 20
No,
times 4?
I don't like
It's
this.
a really big number. So
It's 1/60.
okay.
And then he followed up with the chance of a crit after that is also some astronomical number.
Yep.
And I'm not going to say
It's
'cause
also
multiple
another-
zeros.
20.
How do you
It's
know how to
20,
calculate
yes.
probability?
This is D&D for
How
Dummies.
do you not?
He just wrote 5% times 5% times 5% over again.
Or
Yeah, so it's 1 over 20 to the.
Yeah.
Right. It's 1/20 times 1/20 times 1/20 times 1/20.
Yep.
Everyone is saying the same thing in like 4 different ways.
I'm not saying anything. I don't do math.
Yeah.
I trust all of you.
It's
I wouldn't know the difference.
multiplication.
It's witchcraft is what it
I don't
is.
know if you've heard about it.
That's
was
Only
that-
thing they teach you in math class.
right.
Is that it, George?
Yes.
All right. I got some swarms left. They're all weakened. Number 7 will go after Theron. 17 does not hit Theron. Number 3 will attempt to swarm at Kaless. 19, Kaless. Now my attacks are beefed up.
Yes, that will be.
4
Okay.
piercing damage. Really bad damage. Number 4 will swarm over to George. Sorry.
Why do you keep going so stinking fast before I'm allowed to do everything?
What are you doing?
You let your friends go through and do different stuff. You know what? No, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't. What can you do?
Nope, don't want to talk to you.
All right, George, that misses. Mr. Theron.
I will again timidly hit for 7.
2 will hit.
Tapping those spiders.
Tapping those spiders, indeed.
Going real bad on that damage.
You smush one more spider left. It appears to be like 3 spiders left down there.
Nice. Good eventually.
Gillian.
Whew, this is exhausting. Gillian standing out here. I guess I will try to shoot number 7 with
Little-
a crossbow.
A little musty out there. Orvex is like, so you wanna get out of here and go do something, or
Oh, I guess I wonder if my rope of typing people would have helped on spiders.
Always.
Should have thought about
I don't know if
that.
you can type a whole swarm of
I don't know. Yeah, it's like it lasso a group of spiders. But anyway, I rolled a 10 on my crossbow.
visual of that
so
is hilarious. 10 is not gonna do it.
that
Once
seems
again, Theron
like-
nimbly dodges your attacks as they come sailing in through the skull.
At him.
Yeah. Warlock is just screaming in his head. They're betraying all
Yeah.
of us.
This used to be so much easier. Why am I so afraid?
Kaless.
Let's see here. Almost.
Wow.
Yeah. Close enough.
I guess that'll work. I
All right,
keep
you
rolling
demolish.
really poorly on my sneak attack.
You demolish
Yeah,
that
well-
swarm of spiders.
It's enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying.
Hi, Juan.
So you get new.
Hello.
You get a new stack of temporary hit points.
Oh yeah,
Or
I do. Don't I?
Killing a
Okay.
creature.
I was too busy waving at my friend.
I wave as a bonus action.
I'm good. The same number that I already have.
And was that it for you?
Yes.
Man, well, I've got to make sure. Mannix.
I guess I'll come help George because Mannix is like just putter around with these spiders. She's just tapping them gently with a staff.
Man,
you all right there,
Mannix
George?
is giving Theron shit for.
Oh, Theron.
Yeah, Theron shit
what?
for combat. He's
Oh, that's fine. Now you know how it feels being in the front line, bitch.
tables have turned.
Yeah. I can't get in there for advantage, but I'll do
Oh
a
wait,
regular.
where's my bush to hide in?
That's right behind-
Probably squeeze into those caves.
That's right. Wait, did I roll it twice?
See, he does this to fuck
I
with
didn't.
me.
I didn't do that intentionally.
He just throws dice like on the board and says, "And this is what happens." And I just stare at them, going, I guess. I don't know.
I think I rolled twice. So Mannix is depressed.
Wait. So you mock Theron as you walk over there
Mock Theron.
to take down these spiders, and then you swing so wide.
Yep.
You like this little pirouette and twirls around.
And then he tries to act like he never attacked at all. I just.
And that's what I would have done.
That's what I would have done.
That's what a miss looks like, Theron. Mr. George.
George is going to attack number 4 again. Don't know why he's still up.
Yeah, still alive. Has a few spiders left. All right, George. But yeah, between those two attacks, you are able to have some math in my head. That's not my strong suit. You are able to destroy that swarm.
And then he's going to stroll over here.
A nice leisurely pace.
Yeah, you know.
Stroll
This is
over
how it's
there.
done.
It's just really show you how it's done.
And
Just
he
a-
just like flurry blows.
Just
Glares at both of us.
yeah. Smashes down with concussive force. These spider bodies just splay out. Manus gets like some in his mouth.
Oh no. My vest pockets. Oh no, not my vest pockets.
Best pockets.
They're still twitching.
All right, and finally, you see that all the swarms of spiders around you have subsided. Sarcophagus lies before you, as well as this small key that is, or small skeleton with an odd-shaped head that appears to be trying to squeeze its way into these warrens and get away from you.
Who is that, Ubalaka?
Obalaka says, let's get closer, I can see.
Oh, okay.
That's not something you normally says.
Yeah, it doesn't actually...
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you meant the sarcophagus. You meant the skeleton?
Skull.
Oh yeah, the skeleton. Yeah, Obalaka's like, fuck off with that. Get away from that.
Obalaka, you're getting an attitude there, buddy.
So is the sarcophagus safe to open?
It appears that George was able to basically get it open. It was just that the sound had triggered all the enemies attacking.
Okay.
So it is like kind of half open right now. But the cover of it appeared to have the image of a coiled serpent. And Obalaka actually identifies that as Moa, a truthful and kind primal spirit god.
Who wants to be truthful and kind?
So this is Boa. This is the most evil god in this place.
Oh no. I don't want to go near it. I saw what happened last time. There's been acting
What?
weird ever since. So.
Yeah.
But seriously, who's that skull corner there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it appears to just be still trying to get away from you guys.
Does this look like a child? What does it look like?
I mean, it looks like a skeleton of like maybe a gnome or something. Like it's just
Okay.
it's a humanoid skeleton, but it's just not like human sized. It's just small.
Gotcha. Okay. Hello, the creature. What exactly are you?
I'm 600 years old.
Don't talk to me like a child.
The skeleton gives off like a yipping sound and attempts to try to crawl its way into these warrens a little bit more, but it also produces a small, what looks like a dagger and attempts to hurl it at you.
Does it hit me or?
Does a 15 hit you?
Yes. Sure does.
Can I use any
Ow, fucker! Maddox immediately pulls his sword.
Could I have used any kind of reaction to try to catch it before it hit him?
To catch a flying dagger? You're not a monk. Stop this.
Just having memories of
That is specifically a monk ability. I remember.
No, but I'm dexy as hell.
You are dexy as hell.
Honestly, Maddox probably would stab the little fucker at that point.
I'm not gonna stop
He's
you.
on brand. When he can't kill spiders, he has to take that.
I have to purge the insecurities that I've over the last fight.
As Mannix is like pulling the dagger out of like his arm and yelling, "Oh fucker!" Celeste just sticks her head in. If you hold it by the tip of the blade a little tighter before you release,
stab.
All right, so you're walking up to it and shoving your shadow flame blade in there.
I am. It just threw a dagger at me.
Okay, you do that, and immediately the skeleton seems to fall apart, and all that's left is its strange head. And as you inspect this head, it's got this weird shape. It's not really a cone. It's just got this kind of shape on the top, and you can see like almost printed on it is the shape of a triangle. So it ends up being this like iron triangle headpiece.
you found a crown.
A crown of some sort. Does it look like something you could wear? Or how big is it?
It does not, but I'm about to update one of your quests, which might answer some of your questions.
Okay.
Rip it off and find out, man.
That's right.
I mean, it does look like it
stands up and pulls a dagger out of his side.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice to the thing. This is what happens. Skeleton fuckers.
All right, so this is an update for your Skeleton Gate quest.
We have a skeleton gate quest.
Indeed.
Ooh.
There's a big controversy. A lot of media involved.
Politicians were going into a skeleton shop.
Give me your largest skeleton, please.
Hashtag.
I know what happened in the basement of that skeleton.
Yeah, it looks like it actually represents what you think would be a key.
Oh, okay. Well, we shouldn't be nice to these things in the future. They're just inanimate objects, apparently.
But yeah, the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
You can kind of glimpse inside and see what looks the bones of some kind of serpent-like creature, and you see a staff resting atop the remains.
Can I call out to the child?
You can do whatever you want, boss.
Child, I've saved you. Where are you?
You hear no response.
I think you murdered the child, George.
Saved.
I mean, I don't want to step on your savior thing.
Right. He was saved.
Yeah, I think you saved that child permanently. So
All right. Well, tell me about the staff that's here that George just picks up without caring.
All right, George, you make a pull for the staff. And as you do, green smoke billows out, coiling around you like a serpent, and a voice whispers in your ear, "Let me help you. I promise to be good." George, I would like you to make a charisma saving throw, please. Or you can choose to fail if you would like this spirit to enter your body willingly.
Is this a spell? A magical effect?
Kind of a magical effect. I would no. The sword would not help you in this case. This is a possession of a god. But as I said, you can choose to fail it if you wish.
Do the thing or don't do the thing.
Yeah, I'm going to let the dice decide because
All right.
it's always exciting. So charisma saving throw, huh?
Charisma saving throw.
I've got a -1.
Oh boy.
Let's see how it goes. Not 12.
not great.
All right, George. You
Good
feel this spirit enter
Yes.
into your body, and you
Oh, we're gonna be so
definitely,
fucked up.
yeah, you definitely feel like it is a truthful and kind personality that is now riding alongside your own. Is a very soothing, calm voice. You also feel like you never want to tell a lie again for the rest of your life. You know
That's not
you
a problem
must.
for George.
You must always speak the truth from here on out, George.
Oh no.
Also, you gain a new power. You can use an action to turn invisible.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Anything you're wearing or carrying is also invisible. The effect ends if the host attacks, casts a spell, forces a saving throw, or deals damage.
Wait, just any time? Is there a limit?
There is no limit.
Just a free invisibility spell as an action?
Yes, sir.
Shit.
So I can attack, and then my next action go invisible again.
Yes.
How jealous are you, Mr. Heidi Hyde?
That's pretty fucking good, yeah.
I mean,
And the other thing you said, I have to always tell the truth from now on.
you always must speak the truth. Yep,
Now-
and you feel the spirit of Moa giving you this invisibility power, but also forcing you to always speak the truth.
Let me ask another question.
How can I get around this?
Do I know what's that movie with what's his name, Jim Carrey?
Yeah, liar, liar.
Yeah. Like, do I realize that if I want to lie, I cannot
The
lie?
goddamn pen is blue. You tell me. What do you think would be more interesting?
I mean, it just depends on the effect. Like,
Oh god,
guess
please,
the-
Jim
I
Carrey.
guess- yeah, the Jim Carrey one, the liar, liar.
Like you want to lie,
I
but
want
you
to lie.
physically
You
can't
just
do
physically
it.
are incapable of
Exactly.
lying. Yeah.
Right.
All of a sudden,
Versus
we
you
just
just
see
not wanting to
George-
lie. Yeah.
Right,
We
that's
just
like
see
someone
George
who's
throwing
always
himself into a
honest.
wall.
I guess that would be honesty and truthful, but you said I just can't lie. So it's,
He's just kind of monkey on his back saying like, nope, you can't say that.
Can't
nope,
say that.
can't say
No,
that.
Yeah.
pretty much.
The
It's a
snake.
serpent, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah, Jim Carrey style liar, liar.
There you go.
Okay.
We're all gonna be fucking insane.
The other thing, George, is that the staff, because you've got Moa's spirit in you, you instantly are able to identify it as a staff of the Python. This does require attunement, but you can use an action to speak the staff's command word, which is Moa. You can throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you, and the staff becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative count. Basically, you could summon your own giant constrictor snake. You can use a bonus action
Really?
to turn the snake back to normal. I will have you know, I made a very hilarious Heather-friendly token specifically for this giant constrictor snake because I realized this might be a problem. The only
There will
thing
be no
is,
snake triggering going on.
read the fine print. If the snake is ever reduced to 0 hit points, it dies and the staff is shattered and destroyed. So you do have to kind of keep track of your snake hit points.
How many hit points does it have? Or is it like when
No.
Theron changes, you roll a hit dice? Is it like every time?
Usually we just take the average when Theron changes.
Hmm.
But I will go ahead and tell you, as part of the attunement for the giant constrictor snake, because you could obviously thumb through the monster manual also, that a giant constrictor snake has on average 60 hit points and is
That's pretty solid.
classified as huge, which is a 3x3, just to
Wow.
give you a heads up there. So with that, let's take a break, and we will come back with George joining the Possession Club. Cannot tell a lie.
But it can move the child.
All right, folks, we are coming back from our break. You all have destroyed every conceivable thing you can kill in this tomb within a tomb. You see George's eyes now a little bit glowing with a strange, kind of a similar glow that Theron's eyes are glowing. There's somebody else along for the ride.
George, you okay? Excellent.
He seems fine.
An empty-eyed stare.
All right.
Let's just take a look around the room. What else do I see in this room?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. After Theron asked that, George says, I feel kind of funny. Wait, you should admit that.
I don't know. I feel completely normal, honestly.
Quick question. So, as a side there, so, what's your creature's thing? Boboloka?
Bulaku.
Bobolaku talks to Theron. Does Moa talk to me?
If you'd like to talk to Moa, you could.
But it's very similar. Like, it's a similar thing, right? I'm possessed, and the thing could talk to me, and I could talk to it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it.
It seems to enjoy riding along, and it says, "Together we will defeat the Lich Sarak."
And the grung.
That's what?
Moa doesn't know what they're in for.
Yes.
You're muted,
So
Chris.
George is just talking to himself, right?
Yes. Or if you want to verbalize, you can, or you can just sit there and stare into space, and it's all in your head. But I'm not. If you want to sit there and talk out loud, that's perfectly fine. Also.
Yes, I will help you defeat the Lich, but in turn, you must help me defeat the grung.
Moa seems confused. It says, "You speak the truth of how much you hate the grung."
I do. And I never speak the truth.
But that's true, but then you're not true, and your head explodes.
Mo was so confused.
You broke its robotic programming. George, I should mention that staff, if you want to use the staff of the Python, it does require attunement. I will let you auto-attune to it when you picked it up, if you want. And by my calculations, that would be your third attuned item.
Okay, I will attune to it.
Okay.
Do you know where this Lich King is?
Deep, deep underground. More of my brethren are buried in here.
Can you lead us to the next one?
I cannot. I know not.
I bet you one of my friends would like to be possessed.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to see.
They will all aid you in their own ways.
Yeah, you're a lot more useful than that other one over there.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want to ask, hey, Obalaka, is he telling the truth?
Stupid snake always tells the truth. Goody
Yeah,
two-shoe
he's more
snake.
useful.
Yeah.
Should we be worried about the situation that we're going to run into when we have multiple gods who fight each other?
No.
Okay.
a load off my back.
Yeah, thank goodness. Moving on.
It's so fun to think about it.
I would like to just look around the room. Just what else is there in here?
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay. I'll put down my glasses. My glasses.
Glasses.
Thank goodness. I don't know why I did roll twice, but 27.
All right, Mannix, you glance around, look over here. You're looking all poking through these little warren tunnels. Doesn't seem to be anything of note in there.
Mhm.
Nothing special about this room, but you do notice there is one suspicious part of the wall where Celeste just moved in front that does not have any of these tunnels intersecting it. And as you look at it closer, you realize that is a secret door right here.
Oh.
But Celeste doesn't know why that's why he's looking over at her. She's like,
Mhm.
what?
He's just approaching her creepily.
His
There's
hands
something
outstretched.
behind you. Yeah.
She's debating about taking his hand off at the wrist.
Do I see what activates the secret door?
It's just got a kind of a special like handhold. You can reach your hand in and shove it aside. Like a sliding glass door.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's slide this door open. See what happens.
Celeste, you allow him to maneuver the door behind you.
He
He
comes.
doesn't say anything. He's just like,
I'm coming for you,
I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna.
If she sees him coming like this, she literally just takes the palm of her hand and goes, pow!
Ow! No, behind you. Jesus. His nose is bleeding.
And then she'll just move, just wary of him now. Like, Darren's already
Secret
acting
doors.
weird. Now George is starting to like stare off into the sunset for no reason. And she's just like, what the fuck?
Everybody's acting real weird.
You slide that door over, and it appears to be a dark hallway with steps that descend down into what looks like the watery tunnel. Water, just that kind of brown, nasty-looking water, just lazily going through.
well, either way.
Great. Does it look like the same water from before?
You are a water expert, so you would know.
I've seen so much water.
At first glance, it does look like the same water. Yes, the same tunnel and everything. Very like low
Interesting.
ceilings and pretty shallow, like 3-foot deep water.
Is it safe to go down there, Obalaka?
Water. We could drown in water.
All right, he's useless,
Let's go.
but I agree with him. I'm not going down there.
You've been in water before. You've been in the same water before, Theron.
Not this water.
It's become enlightened now.
I think this water is a bit more muddy.
It's got
It's
a
full of-
browner hue.
Full of bacteria.
Hey,
It could be.
Pocahontas tells us we can't step into the same river twice, so
That's right.
Saying if you get killed by a mud
Mud snake.
You see the tunnel, the water tunnel, go to your east and west from here. It is very, very gently flowing towards the east.
Okay. Do we remember when the water we were in before, the same tunnel, I assume? What direction was that flowing?
It was flowing north.
North. Okay. So triangulating.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just cast my flaming sphere and just run along like the right edge until it just stops?
I mean,
Or explodes?
or explodes.
There was
Until it finds a gas pocket.
some toxic gas in one of them, yeah.
I will turn west. I don't know if anybody's gonna follow me, but
In the interest of time, I will just montage that if you just start heading west and you all start following, you eventually come all the way around through probably 10 or 15 minutes of just slogging through this kind of creepy small tunnel all the way, and you end up going north, and then it turns a corner, you go west, turns a corner, you go south, and then you pass underneath that grate, and then you turn and you see that toxic buildup gas is back. And then there's the stairs that lead up to that other tomb.
All right.
no, let's get out of here quickly. Tara's gonna blow us all up.
So if you want to end up over there, I can move you over there, but I don't want to sit there and move all your tokens if you don't want to be over there, in other words.
I mean, we're just going back where we came at this point. That's all this tunnel does.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry,
which way
everybody,
does
waste
the
our time.
Well, which
So
way
what-
does the other way go?
That's a good question. Let's turn around and go back and see. Let's see.
Turn around and go another 10, 15 minutes, going back the other way along.
That's right.
Trudging along the water. You all feel disgusting. If you want to head east, I will
Except
let
for
you do
George.
that normally.
Okay.
Go ahead, George.
No, George doesn't feel disgusting. He's okay in the sewer.
Oh, yeah, you do feel good. You guys did leave Gillian and Orvex outside of this tomb.
I'm following.
No.
Well,
Um,
you want to jump through the stone skull?
I just imagine them just hanging out for the next few hours.
Orvex is like, I got
me,
it.
please.
He just produces a Ziploc bag with some herbs in there. It's like, you want to get
Good
high?
Well,
I'm gonna go.
I guess not.
I just walked away from. We patted him down.
You did
Took
pat
him
him
prisoner.
down.
Where was he? Where was he hiding
Was
that
a
at?
full body cavity search.
That's a
I
good
know you
question.
wondered where he was hiding it.
He pulls a string out of his mouth and just
Oh no!
a condom emerges full of drugs. Orvex, you
dedicated.
dog. Gillian, do you want to run through the stone skull? Both the light eyeballs are not on right now.
That's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing.
No, wait, hold on. Get Gillian's severed head roll into the.
Gillian, you made it. You look great. You lost weight.
Looks like you lost 8 pounds.
I can't get through without being hurt.
can.
Cluster.
I did.
I don't. What do I have to
It
find
like
my hands
literally.
up?
I think the last 2 times it like literally tried to like, bite you like an attack roll.
All right.
Yeah, Orvex can even remind you of the fact that what you've observed so far is that when somebody runs through this open mouth, one of the lights blinks out
Mhm.
of its eyes. And if both lights are out and somebody runs through, the
Mhm.
stone jaws shut and try to bite you. And that is the current situation you're facing.
Just push Orvix through first.
That seems very mean.
Thank
I'll
you.
look at it.
Thank you, Gillian.
Oh, you missed
Order him.
what she followed up with, but I'll do that.
No!
But I'll do that.
Lawful good. Lawful good. You're lawful good. You're a good person.
What's her HP?
Goodness dwindling.
Okay, fine. I will take pity on Orvex and go through myself.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll go through.
All right. As you go through, I've rolled really badly before, so let's see.
Oh, no!
All right. That one is definitely going to slam shut on you, Gillian.
Oh, dear.
The jaws bite down and catch you.
She is now chaotic evil.
We're now chaotic
That's
evil.
right.
You take 29
Oh.
damage.
Ouch.
You are
Oh. Are
Are you
currently.
happy, Orvex? Are you happy?
I've never been happy. You are currently restrained, and at the start, you know what? We're gonna I'm not.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not going to roll initiative. You guys left without Gillian, so right now it's Orvix and Gillian together trying to get out of this disaster. So Orvix is going to freak out, and he will attempt to grab you with all his mighty strength and pull you free, which is going to be a athletics check for Orvix. So here we go. Mighty Orvix goes, I've got this. I'll save you. And rushes force and grabs you and tries to pull. Oh,
Great, of course.
You hear bones snapping in his old limbs. Ah.
My osteoporosis.
My diabetes.
I didn't get the milk today. Gillian, at the start of your turn, you are going to take another 5 damage.
Oh
And
my
now,
goodness.
Could she audibly like yell at this point?
at this point,
I
yes,
think I can, right?
you can start screaming for sure.
I will do
You can
that.
also, you still have an action.
Start screaming.
You can also cast a spell or try to escape with a strength check.
Water is making really weird noises.
What's going on?
Are we tunnel haunted?
I feel like we forgot somebody.
I hear the screams of a Triton.
Be on your
Oh,
guard,
no.
everyone.
There's evil Tritons in these tunnels.
There's ghost tritons in here, wailing in pain.
Hold on.
It's just gonna die back here
Just get chewed to death by a stone mouth.
by a door.
Okay, so I'm doing this now. Like we're not in a
We're not in initiative. No, not at the moment. But it is your chance to do something.
Can I cast a spell and then do a strength check?
Yeah, it would have to
Before-
take an action. So unless it's a bonus action spell, it would take an action to escape.
Quick, fog cloud.
I guess I'll cast Healing Word on myself as my bonus action.
That's not exciting.
Gillian's just chanting, don't pass out, don't pass out.
Yeah.
You can get out of this.
Okay, I'll make a strength check.
All right.
It's only temporary.
You are trying to escape from a giant stone mouth door. It looks like it would be pretty difficult.
Am I clicking on this? Right? Or
Yeah.
is it saving throw on? I'm gonna try again. My inspiration.
All right.
All right.
You're getting better.
Once again,
Help,
Orvex.
please.
Yeah, Orvex is screaming, trying to get some help. He will once again try to muster up his shoulders and
Come on.
drag you out. Orvex just
He did slightly
cries
better.
out. Ah! Help, please help us. Where did your goddamn party go?
Watch out, now I hear human voices.
Oh no! There's human ghost too.
Come on, George. You're coming with me.
Yeah, at this point, you guys have probably heard something. George, you hear Moa say, it sounds like someone's in danger.
I think we're always in danger here.
He speaks the truth.
That's right.
All right, from your point of view, you see like half of Gillian caught in between these jaws. They're just grinding her currently.
Oh god. She's being digested.
It's sushi.
But if you all
Yep.
want to do something, it would take probably a strength action, a strength check to just pull
I'm
her out.
going to provide the help action to George for him to do the strength check.
Okay.
I'm helping, which gives him advantage.
What is this again? Athletics?
It is a strength check.
Strength check.
But you have advantage.
You have advantage.
Because I'm helping.
Gummed to death. That's right.
Gillian, you owe me if we can get you out of here.
George, thankfully, with Kaless helping you, you are able to rip Gillian from the jaws of this skull, and she's able to squeeze out and come tumbling inside.
Whew. Well, it's about time.
It's the best thank you you're gonna get out of Gillian.
You're welcome.
You know, Gillian, we just saved you from the jaws of death. At least we do to say thank you.
I was getting better at that strength check. Would have gotten
Give her another 5 turns. She was gonna have that.
Yep.
If it were up to me, I'd just throw you back in the jaw and see how you do with that strength save.
He's telling the truth.
Not mine.
This really doesn't really change his personality much, does it? He kind of always speaks the truth.
George is always just
Kind of wears it on his sleeve. Yeah.
yeah.
It's just
Except
normal.
when he's trying to trick enemies.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when he's gonna come and do.
He'll be like, "I'm trying to trick you." Wait, shit.
We're talking to Cody again.
Orvix tumbles inside.
Oh, you're still alive.
Yes, there you are. My goodness.
Kless contemplates putting him in the sarcophagus.
Oh, I see you. Found another tomb. Possessed by another god, perhaps?
Only the best one.
His eyes
Is
go
that true,
wide.
Abalaka?
It's kind of true.
Damn it.
They're just getting more and more.
They're in shells now.
Folks, my toes are getting pruny down here. What's happening?
He never did come up. I didn't realize that. Remember this next time you have to heal him, Gillian.
Hey, there's a long line of people that were ready to help before medics could even get out. That's his logic, anyway.
Plenty of helpers. Why rush in?
That's right.
Yeah, you do see that the path extends to your east along the tunnel.
All right, I will carefully make my way down this path, trudge through the water.
Yeah, it is pretty creepy too, because at points it gets real low to where you're barely like gasping for water. And then other times
great.
you've got maybe about a foot of clearance, but you're still never able to stand up fully upright in this tunnel.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, Theron probably can.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can.
Hunched over,
Yeah.
half swimming, half walking.
You all hear the sound of a waterfall before you quite get there,
Oh.
but yeah, you can see the
Water
underground river plunging into a dark rocky chasm. Cold air swirls up from below like the breath of some monstrous creature. And
Oh dear.
through the gloom on the other side is a ledge with a ornate chest.
Really?
Mad Max. That's a trap.
Is there any kind of like ledge, like even a real thin one that goes around to get to it, or is it just?
There is a ledge that goes around it. Yes, it looks like it would require some athletics to try and scooch around.
What, acrobatics?
How about
Oh.
athletics?
How about acrobatics?
Dexterity would probably save you from falling too much, but it would take athletics to try and skirt around.
Really? A strength thing to try to get around?
A feat of strength?
That's more like parkour shit, and you know it.
What about deception? And sitting on the ground.
Could I bluff this ledge?
See, he would be disappointed if I didn't try to pull this bullshit.
I would be a little bit, yeah.
It'd be too off-brand for us not to argue, but acrobatics checks.
Even with your dark vision, as you look over this chasm, you cannot see the bottom.
Oh, so it's like a bottomless pit chasm.
All you know is that it's deeper than 60 feet, because that's as far as your dark vision goes.
I thought I had 120.
If I have a moment, I could do some recon.
We have many moments.
All right. While Kaless is eking her way across that ledge, using the athletics check she has to make.
Doing cartwheels instead of.
That's right.
It's
Oh, it's a
acrobatics,
problem.
damn it.
I don't get to do my cartwheels.
Max will kind of sit in the water. Can I sit in the water? With my head going above?
I guess.
Theron, hold me up. Max leans back into Theron.
You need Theron to cradle your body.
Yep. Because I can't just stand. I either have to be standing up, like focusing, or sitting down. I can't be in this weird crouching position
You keep
to
leaving me
embody
back
my
here.
owl.
I forget about you.
I'm coming too. I guess we're bringing him too, right?
Eh.
Oh, I can't.
I guess.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Orvex.
I'm
Orvex,
coming.
I'll follow you guys.
But yeah, I will go slack and eyes wide out, and I'll let my owl out from my vest. And Mr. Owl will fly down the hole to see what's down there.
Okay.
Owly.
Owl has dark vision, right?
I assume so, but I did not check. Actually, no, I don't have a character sheet for the owl. Or yes, I do. He does. Dark vision 120.
Okay. With dark vision 120, the owl can see water pretty much almost at the edge of its dark vision, just from the top. So you want it to fly down into the chasm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have it, dive off down there.
It flies down, and you're able to calculate that by the time it reaches the water, it's about 100 feet. And there is water at the bottom. And it just appears to be dark for the moment. I mean, it appears to open up into a cave eventually, depending on how far you want this owl to go, but it is a 100-foot drop down here.
Does there appear to be any sort of like handhold or ladder system to make your way down this hole?
Cannonball.
Not that you can see at all. In fact, it looks like the walls are particularly slick.
Oh, great. Okay.
Slick with water and slime.
All right. I will unpossess the owl, order him to fly back, and I will inform the party that it's basically just a 100-foot drop. If you want to jump, that's a lot of falling damage. Otherwise, I don't know what's down there. Hopefully somebody can get this chest across the way.
I'm not going across. Can't use my.
Who's got the best athletics? I guess you.
So the chest is hanging?
Oh, no, it's sitting on the ledge.
Oh.
George, as you get close
I see.
and you stare at the chest, you've got your bandana of true sight on, and you can see that this chest appears to be made of purely organic material. And every once in a while, it kind of ripples and shimmers, and you see like a tooth, and kind of you can see it almost breathing.
In that case, without saying anything, George pulls out his Peacemaker longbow and shoots at the chest.
Why would you shoot at a treasure chest? You're a madman.
You're a madman. All right, give me some damage. All right, as George shoots this chest, it appears to convulse, and you see it kind of ripple, and at one point, like, this tentacle, like, shoots out, but there's nobody there, and, like, a tooth kind of appears, and nothing happens, and it appears to kind of vibrate angrily and kind of trudge a little bit around this ledge.
George says,
Well, that's fun.
it's not really a chest.
So all of a sudden you just hear as we all pull out crossbows and
That's right. Just pelt the thing from afar. This should be fun.
It doesn't appear like it can retaliate.
Yep.
Can we just take a fun break while we all just fire at it?
And them party just shot that mimic all to hell. They was laughing. Yeah, basically. It's you know what? I'm gonna we'll let George have the surprise round. And then just to see if it can, we'll see if it can actually cross this ledge. Which is it's a strength check. We'll see if this mimic is going to plummet down to its death. All right, it actually can.
Uh-oh. What have you done, George?
All right, so it starts to...
from trying to crawl around there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It starts
only
to...
has to make one.
It can't move very far, though, so it only makes it halfway, and then we can go ahead and jump into initiative again. You guys can shoot at it.
Can we just choose to walk away?
If you want, it appears to be kind of heading towards you at this point, but you're not sure if it would even be able to make it again across. But you are the one that shot it, so...
It's true.
You did kind of directly piss it off.
These are quite some extreme initiatives.
That's pretty funny.
I think Obolaka's having an effect on your initiative, Theron.
You little Obolaka. I'm a new god. Just kidding. I love you, Obolaka. Never leave.
Look at these initiative rolls. Oh, my lord. All right.
Are the exact same?
Yeah, Gillian, you guys are the exact same. You can choose which one amongst either Gillian or George.
George, you can go first.
Okay.
Start this mess.
George says, I really want to go out there and wrestle it, but I'm afraid of dying.
Sit on a little ledge.
It's true. He is afraid of dying. But he also wants to go out there and wrestle it.
How will the DM know when he's not being truthful? Is the question.
I will tell him so.
You're not being truthful. George.
Yeah, you're not being truthful, George.
I can't think of anything more creative to do with this thing, but I'll just shoot it.
You could definitely try to knock it off the ledge, but it would take an athletics check to get on the ledge, and then one of your moves to knock it off.
I'm not getting on that ledge.
Fair enough. Almost had him.
Come on the ledge, George.
George, you're super athletic.
Just telling the truth.
Because the mimic is saying, because it's approaching. Come on the ledge, George. It's so nice out here.
Nothing but his treasure chest out here on this ledge.
Yeah, look at me. I'm nice. Just waiting to be looted.
Let me just shoot it. I don't know.
15 will hit. Pelt that mimic, and it gives off a screech.
That's it.
All right, Gillian.
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I forgot.
You have extra attack, though, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot I could do it with the range as well.
Oh, mercy.
Wow.
For the same amount of damage.
All right, you tear off several chunks of weird flesh wood.
Ooh, and then, just for the heck of it, just to rub salt in his wounds. Why don't I just trim him too?
Can you?
It says weapon.
It does say weapon attack. This attack needs more fine print.
I'm not gonna waste a die right now.
Right.
That's the end of my turn.
It's like an entangling arrow at that point. All right, Gillian.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward up here. Let's see. So it's like, yeah, that's 20 feet. I'm gonna command my rope of typing people to dart forward and entangle this creature. So it's a dex saving throw. Otherwise, it's restrained.
Okay. Dex saving throw or it's restrained.
Oh, damn
Excellent.
it.
Man, I keep thinking about my
Surprisingly, it remains pretty
Yeah.
wiggly while on that ledge.
Hmm. Man, okay.
It's really good at typing.
Well,
Yeah.
I tried.
Come back, group of typing people. Go back in the bag.
Look at there.
Okay, that's my turn.
Glass,
Okay.
would you like to step out on the ledge?
No.
I'm just a chest out here on the ledge. Come get me.
Everybody knows ledge chests are the best chests. Our prices are so low, we're practically plummeting. 20 will hit.
I should have done a different thing. Oh well. Damn. I've had these in my backpack for forever, and this would have been perfect to use it. Oh well. I had a shredder grenade.
Yeah.
Damage. That mimic looks like it's starting to fall apart now.
That's it.
All right. The mimic will need to make another successful athletics check to cross the rest of the ledge, which it does.
Wow.
And finally skirts its way very awkwardly over here. Since George was the first to attack it, it will just suddenly its mouth opens wide, these jaws appear and attempts to bite you, George.
Hi there.
Ineffectively, however. So terribly ineffectively. Mr. Mannix.
Mannix will step up and just try to rapier this thing. Actually, he'll do his green flame blade on the rapier. He's not have advantage here. What, 18 hit him, Mech?
Certainly hit a McChest, yes.
Whatever that is. 12 damage. You do the math.
No, I refuse. Alright, that mimic looks like it is not long for this world.
Alright, I'm gonna disengage and step back.
Chunks of it have fallen off now. Mr. Theron. It's time for the This Is Sparta moment.
Not with Obalaku.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
ain't the
Well,
quill
doesn't want to go
allowed
anywhere
to do
near that chasm. Warning klaxons are sounding off in your head.
That's not my character sheet. I was very confused. There we go. All right, take this, scum.
Oh.
Sling bullets go flying into the chasm.
Well, Obalaka, I tried.
At least we're alive.
Yeah. Let's go back to the party pad.
Mr. George. Let's get out of this water. It's nasty. George, you destroy this mimic chest completely. Shattered. It gives off a careening scream. It just falls apart into like an organic blobby mess.
Where are the contents of this chest?
It wasn't a chest. It was a
Oh, no.
monster.
George hands him a bunch of the mimic's teeth. Here.
Great. Sort of perverse coins.
Your reward.
I think we should jump down, guys.
Oh.
100 feet down, man. You got a way to survive that fall?
I do. You don't.
I sure don't. I use my balloon pack to not get stabbed by spikes.
Pray to Obalaka that you'll make the trip safely and it'll be safe.
Oh,
Let's
really?
go.
Yeah, okay, right.
You jump first.
Theron says that as he walks in the other direction while everyone else looks over the ledge of the cliff.
That's right.
I mean, there's no other way to go.
Back the way we came. Well, it was through the mouth again, but back the way we came. Actually, we could if we wanted to avoid going through that mouth again. We could go all the way through this gross water, back to the grate, come out, and then go do the. I know because there was a room right outside of the stone mouth that we have not gone up into yet.
Yeah, so you recall that there was one more archway on this level that led to a path to the north. And also, obviously, that middle room was a giant staircase that went down.
Mm-hmm.
So you've always got places to go from there. But yeah, this water tunnel does wind all the way around to the other tunnel that you guys were in before.
So yeah, let's go back. Let's do the circuitous route just to avoid the mouth of going trudging through this water until we get to the grate, come out the grate, and then go back to the staircase.
Okay. So basically end up going by the front entrance.
Yes. We're just taking a hike.
Okay. Let me get everybody's tokens. All right, you guys are able to trudge all the way back through the water tunnel to the grate. You'll need somebody to lift that grate again.
Oh, did it close? Is our crowbar not still stuck in it?
Oh, that's true.
Everybody took the crowbar.
Well, I'll
Everybody
give it
took the crowbar
advantage. I
back.
mean, the crowbar keeps it kind of open, right? I mean,
It's
I'll give you-
however
yeah.
tall a crowbar is.
I'll give you advantage with the crowbar if you want to lift the grate again,
Okay.
which was a
George.
strength check. Yeah, strength check with advantage.
We're opening another grate.
The same grate.
The same grate. Your crowbar is still there. Yep. All right, you're able to successfully open that grate, and you can have everybody basically go through while George is holding it up. And then everybody can kind of grab onto it while he thrusts himself forward, and you all find yourself back at the entrance with the green devil face with the darkness that George can see something lurking within here. That crystal window, that Obalaka's tomb behind you, and then the giant grand staircase in front of you to your east.
All right, folks, the way I see it, we only got two choices. The room to the north or down the big old staircase. What do we say?
Not
Whatever.
today.
I'm preferential to the north room myself, just because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like danger down below. Right. So that's that top room.
Mm-hmm.
This is a place we have not explored.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's make our way around the staircase
Of doom.
of doom.
Yep. You see it plunging several floors down of different balconies winding around. The light you're seeing is Gillian still has her bagpipes lit up, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, we know the doors know we're here because one of them straight up saw us, right?
Yes. And Withers welcomed you into the tomb, so presumably.
That's right. Yeah. So there's no element of surprise here.
Yeah.
The tomb concierge.
All right. From here, I will approach more cautiously as I have
Yep.
not.
You see that stone skull to your
trodden on-
east here. Yeah. All right, Mannix, immediately to your north.
You die.
You notice two things. One, carved birds soar across the walls of this corridor, and then blocking the passage near the northern end is a large adamantine propeller with 5 sharp blades.
Boy.
So a giant fan that takes up an entire end of the corridor. The other thing you notice with your excellent perception skills is that you see that the entire hallway in front of you, starting at the square in front of you, seems to be one big pressure plate.
Okay.
And then you do see beyond the propeller blade, the corridor does continue into a room to the north.
Can I see from where I'm at if the pressure plate exists on the other side of the blade as well?
It seems to run the entire length of this corridor.
Okay. This blade is currently not moving.
It is currently not moving.
All right. Well, I don't want to get chopped to pieces. Any ideas? How many feet is this into the room? Any idea how we get 40 feet without touching the ground?
Who has levitation?
Who does have levitation? I know a halfling who can fly with magic boots, but he's not around right now.
We're trying to jump 40 feet.
There's a 40-foot long pressure
George
plate.
jumps it.
Yeah. Come on, guys. There's a 40-foot long pressure plate, and there's a spinning blade in the middle of this 40-foot long hallway that presumably will spin if we step on the pressure plate.
I know a bard who has boots of jumping and striding.
Yeah. Can we throw her and have her jump through the way?
Mannix, how much do you weigh?
Not much. I'm skin and bones, I am.
Let's see. How much weight can I throw and how far can I throw?
These are all good questions.
What are the rules on throwing?
I actually do have a thing I can do.
Can you just like say a number and see if it's the truth or not?
Just force the DM to do all the work. Just keep saying numbers until Eric has to figure out which one's true.
I'm just crying and hugging my knees and saying, fine, I don't care.
Fine, it's true.
Just stop doing math, please. I didn't sign up for this.
I actually, well, I can make it to the other end of the hall by turning a gas cloud if I need to.
Can you turn the rest of us into a gas cloud?
I can only turn one person into a gas cloud. I could ostensibly turn two people into gas clouds, but that's all my level 3 spell slots.
Hmm.
Throw something in the plate, see what happens.
I could do that too.
How wide is this corridor?
Just 5 feet wide.
5 feet
from what
wide,
I
yep.
can see. Yeah.
Can I do the thing where, like, my hands are on one side and my feet on the other side?
Spider
You have
climb?
a 5-foot wingspan?
That's a good question.
No, it just needs to be my height. Really.
Oh, like sideways. Like you just get out of it sideways.
Oh. Some fucking like Mission Impossible shit here. I would allow it, but it would be that's like Ninja Warrior shit. That would take a number of challenging athletics checks to do it. But it would not be impossible, but that would be a challenging thing to do.
So I will totally try that.
As you're trying that, I'm just gonna say, well, see you on the other side, suckers. I'm gonna just dissolve into a puddle of gas.
Well, it's gonna.
Just someone step on that pressure plate.
Yeah.
Blow him away.
I'm gonna take my potion of climbing that I have in my backpack.
There you go. Hey, actually, yeah, you're good at climbing too, George. So maybe that will help you do your spider climb down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
You've got gloves or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So a potion of climbing gives me advantage on athletics checks in regards to climbing.
Okay.
And then if this doesn't work, she's just gonna run for it.
All right. So first thing, Mannix, are you going to go ahead and go across with your smoke phone?
I do before they start doing their thing because Mannix is terrified of that blade starting to spin before he's past it.
Okay. So you can go ahead and make
However,
your
he
way.
does only have a 10-foot move speed while he's a gas cloud. So he is lazily floating down this.
Gaseous form. Assuming the rest are waiting, you can make it to the other side unless you guys want to go ahead and take off.
No, I'm totally going.
Okay.
We don't know how fast he moves as a gas cloud.
I've never seen this happen. Yeah. All right. Who's going first, George or Kaless?
I think Kaless volunteered, right?
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay. So it's
yeah, so athletics check.
yes, and we're gonna say you need to make 2 DC 15 athletics checks to get to the fan, and then 1 more to get to the tomb on their side. So 3 total.
All right, let's just see how this goes.
All right. So number 1, you make it to about here. About here, actually.
Oh shit!
All right. So you.
Oh wait, I have inspiration.
Okay, you can use
It's on my sheet.
inspiration.
I don't know where it came from. I'll turn it off now. I was like, look, this guy's scanning everything after I went. Oh,
she just slides down the. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
Nope, that was worse.
Oh no!
All right. So what happens here, Kaless, you're about right here in front of the fan. When you begin to slide and kind of fall down to the bottom, the pressure plate immediately sinks with as you fall, and you see the blades begin to spin. Now, you do note that it is starting to wind up. So it's not going at full speed right now. And
how fast is it going?
You all have a chance. I mean, enough to cut you up pretty bad if you don't make it. But you think with the right acrobatics check.
Magic
I've been
word.
waiting for this. You think you could jump through there. It would be hard. But you think you could jump through there without getting sliced up. And you would know that you would not be able to jump through there once it is going full speed. And to those of you back behind, you have exactly this one. I'm not going to put everybody into initiative, but you've got 1 round right now if you want to act, or you can wait till Kaless does her thing right now. But it is currently in the process. This big fan is spinning up.
Okay. All right, now I'm going for it.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
How about that? Will that
All
work
right.
for you?
Kaless, you do that cool like and just jump through right when you've got the timing down perfectly. And you see like this blade is going the rest of you, and you see her jump through nimbly, not take a single scratch, and come out the other side. Now you can assuming you want to just hit the ground running and get out of this pressure plate corridor. There's actually a deep pit opens up at the entrance to the tomb, so you can kind of slide down it. It's not a sheer drop. But you can slide down. It is actually a 20-foot deep pit, but at the bottom is a sarcophagus, like that you've seen with all the others, so it appears to be another of the primal gods. This one has a snarling, monkey-like creature decorating the lid. Beyond this pit, on the other side, you see 3 chests on daises. One of the chests is glistening with frost. Another is hot, red hot with heat. And the final chest appears to be rotting and decrepit.
Okay. So before I slide down into this pit, is there any kind of ledge or a way for me to jump to the other side before landing in there?
Before ending up in the pit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do I
you've
have
got
to do,
enough.
like, a side jump.
Yeah, and you don't have to roll for it. You've got that kind of distance. You could jump onto any one of these sides if you wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. I'll jump this way.
Okay. So do any
Jump
one of
through Mannix.
did any one of you back there want to attempt to run and do basically what Celeste just did, or do you want to wait because you presume with her off of the pressure plate it would start to basically wind down at this point?
George says, honestly, guys, let's we'll probably die. Try to jump behind her.
I don't know. I have really high dex, so acrobatics checks. I got
George
that.
steps aside and says, "Go ahead."
Killian wants to jump. She's got the boots. Jump.
Yeah, I have my jump thing too, my ring of jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
So I got a lot of things working for me.
I got things going on.
Yep.
If you want to jump through a spinning blade, be my guest.
Yeah, you can either go
So that's
now,
nothing
or
going
as I
up this
said, you
way.
can. You'd think it would stop with the pressure plate coming off, but it of course would just start up again as soon as you step on the pressure plate again. So
George sucks it in and lets Gillian walk past.
This is the second time Gillian has leaped into certain danger tonight.
that
I'm
well the
here
first
for it.
I
time.
know, it's uncharacteristic. Where am I going? I was not here when she did this. Up.
Straight up that hallway.
Straight
Yep,
north, you see this. Yeah, you see this fan blade starting to wind up and spin. But you think with a pretty difficult acrobatics check, you could try to time it and leap through the blades without getting sliced up in the process.
Can I also cast a quick spell on myself?
Does it take an action?
Yes.
Then you think it would literally the blades would spin too fast at that point. If you, like I said, if you want to wait, you can step off the pressure plate, let everything calm down, and you guys can do whatever you like, basically.
George said, if Gillian wants to show off, let her show off.
Well,
Unless
you
George
keep telling
goes
me
to
I should wait, so I don't know. You keep suggesting I should wait, so I'll back off then and not go. You talked me out of it.
All right, so you have to exit the corridor completely. George, do you want to jump
Yep.
through, or do you want to wait for it to reset?
Oh, no.
Okay. All right, so you all wait for a second, and now that nobody's on the pressure plate, it appears to wind back down, kind of takes the same time as fans do. It doesn't stop immediately, but eventually it slows and comes to a stop.
So now, Gillian, you could probably do your stuff and make it through.
Yeah.
Now that the fan's not spinning anymore.
Basically, now you know the timing is as soon as you step on on this corridor, that fan starts to wind up,
Mhm.
and you've got like one chance to jump through.
Okay. All right. So I'll go run and jump. So am I still rolling an acrobatics check?
Yeah. Did you want to do any of your things or no?
Oh yeah, I can still do that before I enter the corridor.
Before you enter the
then.
corridor, correct.
So I'll cast enhance ability. Oh, hold on, starting to run a little low on spell slots here. I can target. Okay, because I do have to actually cast this at a higher level, so I can target someone else as well.
Oh.
So anyway, but I'm going to use this to cast use Cat's Grace, so advantage on Dex checks, no damage from falling 20 feet or less. So who needs help on this? Who has super low dex?
I feel like both of them are not going to come with you. Who's coming with me?
Myself then.
Yeah.
They
All right,
both just stare at you. Like,
Yeah. They both got gods in their heads. They're not in the right minds at the moment.
yeah. All right, so you step on the corridor. The blade starts winding up, Gillian. You can give me an acrobatics check with it. But look at that!
Oh boy.
29. Jeez, you follow
Told you I'm pretty
Celeste
nimble.
just about perfectly.
Yeah, plus 10 is.
So,
Leap through there. Yeah,
Look
you
at Rome.
are very acrobatic. All right, and you go sliding down kind of calmly into the pit, or you can jump across if you want, but this is a 20-foot deep pit right here with a sarcophagus on the bottom and 3 chests on daises on the top. This would be a good point for me to remind you all of perhaps some of
I was
the-
looking at them, actually.
Yeah.
Because so far, every room is attributing lines of the poem.
Yep.
And the only one left is the keys turn on the inside only.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know, in the last room, were we not supposed to tell the truth to that little kid? It turned into combat so quickly, I lost track of what we were doing there.
I wonder if the doomed child was the little floating head.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the kid's voice. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we killed everything. It's fine.
That's always an option.
Something to think about later.
That's right.
The next doomed child, then.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the keys turn on the inside only.
Gotta be inside the pit.
Right. Or inside these chests. What do these chests look like again?
One of them is glistening with frost. One of them is radiating heat, and the other one looks rotting and nasty.
Then we got a snarling monkey on the top of this corp. This
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
Huh. I could use. How do you open it from the inside? Keys turn on the inside only. I don't know.
You can
I
inspect-
will come out of. Oh yeah, I can still inspect in my gaseous form.
I would assume.
Can I go up and take a look at these chests? I won't have my glasses in gas form. But
Right. Are you, let's see, you're incorporeal or
yeah.
you can
Can't
pass through small
take any
holes, narrow
actions.
openings, even more cracks. You can't take any actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But I still have my senses.
So you can't touch anything?
can't.
You're like a ghost?
Right. Yep.
Okay. From what you can tell, the chests are closed, but they don't appear to be like locked in any way.
Okay.
The sarcophagus looks
Um,
completely sealed, though.
I will float my way back into this back corner and come out of gaseous form.
did you try opening a chest? Said they weren't locked.
I can't do anything when I'm a gas cloud. I'm sorry. That was a first for me. I've never been a gas cloud before.
Anyone here have mage hands?
I sure do. Let's mage hand these suckers. Let's do the one that's the far one away from me, the ice one. I assume they're color coded.
Okay, you can mage hand one open. And
Yeah.
thank you for running me, Corey. I will set the poll up. And it opens. I'll have to walk over there if you want to see what's in it, because I don't think your mage hand has eyeballs, but
Great. Can I? No, in fact, I won't go there. I will just, because Max is terrified. He will let his owl just flap around on the roof of this room.
Okay.
And he will,
To
for a
look down.
moment, look through the owl's eyeballs.
Okay, you can see the opened chest appears to be empty, but it does have a golden key on the inside. It is currently in a keyhole on the inside as well.
Okay. I will take my mage hand and I will turn that key on the inside.
You're not. Apparently, the mage hand does not seem to be able to manipulate the key.
Can the mage hand remove the key?
No. You. I don't know if you can feel it, but you are exerting as much force with the mage hand as you can. You're not able to quite manipulate that key.
Well, what now, college boy?
I don't know. Let's open the next one.
Okay.
Mage hand the next-
You didn't open the first one.
You open the
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you open the second chest and same thing. You just see a key in there. It appears to be like a golden key made of this strange metal.
What if you
Listen-
go up and try to turn the key with your hand?
That's a great idea that I'm not going to do. One of you with more than 25 hit points is welcome
Oh,
to
my
go up
31 hit points.
Wait, did we leave our constitution guys back in the other room? Shit.
I guess that leaves me to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Maybe-
my 76 hit points.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, please.
All right, yeah, I'll go to. We started with the ice one, so I guess I'll just walk up to that one and try to turn the key with my hand.
Are you just reaching? Are you getting in the chest, or are you just reaching like around to try it with your arm?
Why the fudge would I climb in the chest?
Is the chest big enough to fit a person?
It is 5. Yes, it is 5 feet long and 3 feet tall. But you would be very uncomfortable. But yes,
Need
I
the
mean-
dynamics. Length times width times height.
yes.
5 feet
That
long.
would. Yeah. That would
Three
track
feet
with the
high.
poem if you were like turning it from. If you were literally turning it from the inside. But
That
that
doesn't
seems
mean I
fucking
have to
dangerous to
Like
me.
you reach your arm in there and try to turn the key, and it does not turn.
Damn, I'm gonna have to climb in the goddamn chest.
Good luck.
So just turn back and look at me and just be like, break this fucker if it eats me.
I'll do my best.
So just cock one eyebrow at you.
I got my rapier ready. I'll stab that chest.
Fuck it, and I go.
Okay, you're climbing in the chest. Are you shutting the door? You've got it open. What's the situation?
Oh no, I'm leaving that shit open.
All right, with it open, you
It
try to
didn't say
turn
the
it,
door
and
had
it's still not turning.
Oh, we gotta shut it.
Ah.
Just a serious trial.
By the way, George,
It's getting worse.
George, you're the winner of the MVPC poll, so you get inspiration for next session.
Nice. Thank you.
Alright, shut the damn door.
All right, as soon as you shut the door, you find that you could now turn that key, but you also feel the chest seal around you.
That's about right. Okay, well, I'm turning the key.
All right, you turn the key, and 2 things happen.
I die.
The first thing that happens is you're in the cold chest. Immediately, this blast of freezing air. The entire thing turns into an icebox, like all at once, like a flash freeze.
Mm-hmm. Partially from the Underdark. That's
Tell you
not a
what,
big
let's
deal.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, hell.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm about to suffocate in this fucker.
Not bad.
All right, Kalest, you're going to take half damage, but go ahead and give me a 10d8, please.
Oh.
What the shit?
George,
Oh,
rescuer
wow.
of children.
Savior of
Savior
children.
of children. Wow, that's
My
a lot
God.
of damage too. Kalest, you take half of that because of your con save.
Oh my goodness.
We're not
Okay.
getting those fucking chests.
getting
Louis and
those
I are
That is,
fuck this.
That's
Back out
28
and
damage,
just
I
left
believe.
in there.
Well, I'll take
Cold
22 of it because
damage.
that's 6 temporary hit points.
There you go. Yep. However, the second thing that happens is you all that are
Wait,
out.
can I uncanny dodge this shit?
Inside.
It's an attack. Attacking me.
Close.
I can uncanny dodge this shit.
You cannot uncanny dodge this down.
You literally enclosed in a chest. You
I roll
cannot
around.
All right.
The second thing that happens is you all see the two of you outside see a blue button appear on the sarcophagus, and it's kind of blinking.
I will use my mage hand to press the button.
Okay, you press the button, and the button stays pressed, and Kalessa's chest opens.
That wasn't that bad, you
Right? She looks like shit.
I still have
Frostbite.
I still have over half my hit points. I'm good.
All right, go for the next chest then.
Yeah.
You're doing good job, Celeste.
you're doing great. Although I do have an idea for one of the chests, or maybe both the chests actually, depending on how well the frog could be good. But I've actually got my manservant, and he's capable of doing things.
Captain
So he's
Chickadale.
a shapeless, mindless, invisible shape, but he can perform simple tasks. And I feel like turning a key while he's locked into a chest would count as a simple task.
Mhm.
Let's try it. Let's just see what happens. I'm going to go up to the far left chest.
Yep.
Or actually, I'm not even going to go up to it. I'm going to use mage hand to open the far left chest because we haven't opened that one yet.
Yep. Same thing appears to be the situation. It's got a key, a very fancy metallic key inside.
All right, then I'm going to use a spell slot, and I'm going to summon. I forget what we said his name was, but my unseen servant,
Captain
nothing but a bow tie.
That's right.
Extremely anatomically correct.
Too anatomically correct.
Down to the finest details.
And my commands are going to be simple. Go sit in that chest, and when the door shuts, turn the key.
Okay.
And once I see that my unseen servant is in the chest, I'm going to use my mage hand to shut the chest lid.
Okay. You do that. You hear the click as it turns a key, and it's only got 1 hit point, so I'm not going to bother.
I want you to roll the damage. I want to see.
All right. It doesn't have a con saving throw though, so I don't know how to. It doesn't have Constitution.
No, not.
So I think it just fries.
Yeah.
So you're not quite sure what happens in there, but it appears to be some kind of damaging effect destroys this unseen servant. But a kind of a black button appears in the sarcophagus and is blinking.
All right, let's press that.
All right, it remains depressed, and the chest opens up, and there's nothing inside that chest.
My poor manservant.
Do it again.
I got one more spell slot, Celeste. Can you take the damage?
That's how much he thinks of you.
I could do it. Could summon another man.
Could summon another man.
I've got an unlimited supply of men. It's fine.
All I'm saying is there needs to be a long rest very soon.
There does. I've used a lot of spells in the last. So
like this room seems to be like a pretty good one right now.
Right. All right. To save us taking any more damage, I will use my last level 2 spell slot, and I will. I'm sorry. It's a level 1 spell, so it's actually my last level 1 spell slot. And I will do the same thing. Not Salinage. Unseen Servant. Yeah, I'll do the same thing. Mage hand it up.
Okay.
Send the servant in there.
Same thing happens. You give it instructions, and you close the lid. You hear it click. You hear the whole thing just radiates with heat like an oven, and a button appears on the sarcophagus. A red button.
Mage hand the button.
Yep. You click the button in, the chest opens up. There's just smoke coming out of there, nothing inside. With all 3 buttons pressed, the entire sarcophagus, which was stone, turns to transparent crystal. And you can see a mummified monkey-like creature within, and it's clutching a mace.
Who wants to be possessed by a monkey?
God, which one was the monkey?
I don't know. I yell back to yell down the hallway. Orvex and the other two god possessed.
Yeah.
You guys know which one the monkey is and what his deal?
George, your spirit hisses angrily, which is odd because it seems generally pretty kind. It says, it is Wongo, an evil, filthy god creature. My sworn enemy.
George yells, "The monkey is no good. We should not be possessed by it."
Okay. Don't actually want to get possessed by this one.
If you do, I'll have to kill you.
Oh god. That escalated quickly.
My hate for Wongo is slightly less than my hate for the Grung. As Moa's as Moa's emotions kind of flood into George.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to try to get the mace without getting possessed, but
I mean, you do know you could do a saving throw, so
okay, yeah. All right, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Do you want to break the crystal, or because it is?
Oh, do I have to actually?
Yeah, this one didn't actually open it. It turned into like crystal case. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll give you a bardic inspiration, BT dubs, before you do this.
They're very good. Okay.
Where was mine?
You have been no help lately.
Yeah, your god is a bummer, man.
Give me an attack roll, Mannix.
Okay. Just a regular weapon, or can I?
Whatever you want to use, boss.
I actually don't have a regular rapier even on here.
I lost it. All right.
I don't have...
You shatter that with your magic blade, and the crystal glass goes everywhere. And as you kind of reach a hand out instinctively, the mummy suddenly lurches up and brandishes this mace and appears ready to attack.
Oh no,
and
that's not what I was expecting.
That is where we're going to leave off.
Oh no.
Boy, glad I'm up here on this ledge.
That is where we're going to leave off for tonight.
Guess we do a fanboy to get to us.
That's right. You guys are safe on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, you're beefiest. Thank you to Chris. I know, Emma. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps. Patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support the channel. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you next time.
Later.
Bye.
Such a dick move putting a mummy in the third one.
I was so ready to fight that possession.
Yeah.